Do do do. Let's see. What do you mean waiting for we watch the movie? We're here.
Oh yeah.
You disgust me, you whore.
Better out than in. Better out than in.
Why aren't we showing on the screen?
I don't know.
Maybe it's because it's not exactly 9
Oh,
o'clock.
we're
yet.
there.
Oh yes. Da-na-na-na-na.
Teenagers with attitude.
Oh wow, the ad in front of our video is a "Do you approve of President Trump" ad. Nobody comment. Nobody say a
I
word.
like Cheetos.
Let's
He's
not
a
do it.
Cheeto man.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. All right, how the fuck is everybody doing tonight?
Howdy ho, you sexy hoes.
Most importantly,
Gillette, the best a man can get. Gillette.
Hi, Dante, Krista, Eric, Ryan, that Jesse Good, Kevin Williams, Fanasha Sixth, the sixth one, Jordan Cruz, Adam C, Bryce, Tom Ungreen, Eric, Katie, Mark Dorman, Clinton, Dylan, Shane, Jonathan, Todd, It's Moving Too Fast, Vanessa, JT Customs, Intel Wild. Thanks, man. It says we love your motherfucking faces with a PH.
Love your motherfucking face, dog.
I love the way your mouth tastes.
Love that cognac with your face. What?
Whoa! Is everybody having a wonderful Monday today? I hope so.
Zang. It means excellent in Cantonese. Zang.
Oh, Lit Bob. Thanks, man. He says, this may overdraw my bank account, but hi, man.
Hello, sir.
We've all overdrawn our bank accounts to say something to men in a live chat before.
That's what you do. I mean, that's what it's there for, to overdraw it for that reason alone. You tell your bank, go fuck off. Look, I want to say hi to men, and they smell like brute.
Yeah.
Something wrong?
Hit me up on OnlyFans.
Fuck you, Capital One. There goes that sponsor ever.
Everybody that's ever, struggled whatsoever at all in their entire life has had that feeling at the gas station, or most importantly, the grocery store or Walmart, when you swipe your card and it's like, authorizing, and you're like, fuck, your butthole tightens up for a second. You're like, oh god, when that approved shows up, you're like, yes.
Dude, I got like OCD. I check my bank account like every 10 minutes just to make sure that the money is still in there. But even then, when I get up there and he starts doing it, it was like, oh, it's been declined. I was like, I think you're wrong. Why don't you try that again? And like, is that ever? That's the worst, dude. I remember I borrowed a card from I don't even know who I borrowed it from. They asked me to use their card to get them something at a gas station. I was like, cool. It was the most fucking, because I was defending their shit, and their bank account was empty. But I found myself at a crossroads because I had to be like, they were like, it's been declined twice. I'm like, obviously your machine might be broke. Do you want to try another one? Instead of just like burying my head in the sand and running away, I kept on doing that because I was caught in a fucking tidal storm of embarrassment.
Dude, I
couldn't get out.
I had that exact same thing happen to me. I had an employee that wanted like some Wendy's, and I like swiped, and he was getting dumb shit too. He was spending like $14 on some shit, and I swiped it, and it was like decline. And I texted him, I was like, "Hey man, it's declined. What do you?" He's like, "No, it's not. It's good." And I was like, "Dude, they just did it twice. It's declined, man. What do you want?" And I just bought his shit, and he never paid me back either. He got fired before he paid me back.
Hey, Juju Poop is pooping all up in that chat.
Oh, what?
There's a lot of poop.
Stop pooping.
You're pooping a lot, Juju Poop.
Someone shit on the coats.
Something wrong with him, Juju Poop.
I hope it wasn't my coat. Greg Harris, what's up, man? Thank you. He says, what's up, my dudes? I'm sending y'all a package this week. I hope it's your dick.
Man. That's the best thing right there. I'm hoping so.
Is that your dick?
Fingers crossed.
I go to the post office. They're like, this package smells like sex and candy.
Yeah, it does. That's the only way we roll. It must be from Wisconsin. Smells like cheese dick.
It smells like Teen Spirit.
Cheddar dick. And daiquiris.
Thanks, Lost Boy Bios. Intel Wild says, I felt that a few times. I think we all have, my friend. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the worst, man.
At least if your card declines on YouTube, you're in the privacy of your own home.
Dude, the other day, I went to Shell and I was going to get gas and cigar. And I walked in and I didn't have my fucking card with me at all, but I had my beer and then I had like some Diet Coke and stuff like that. And I was sitting on the counter and then I was like, also, can I get 20 on pump 4 as well as a pack of Marlboro Lights, my good man? Like, it was like, and there was like 4 fucking people behind me. And then I pulled out my wallet and I was like, here we go. And it's like, I was like, oh shit. And he was like the guy was all happy to get my items for me. And he was like, huh? And I was like, dude, I was like, you know what's happened? I left my wallet in my car. It's in my car. And I was holding my wallet. Obviously, that's a lie. And he was looking right at my wallet, and I put it back in. I was like, I left my wallet in my car. I'll be right back. And I left all my shit because I was just embarrassed. I left all my shit on the counter. He's like, okay, no problem. We'll just move you to the side. I'm like, thanks, man. And I fucking jetted out of there like I was Batman on a prowl.
You know when that happens, like, this motherfucker
I can't go back. I can't go back. Because it's like, oh, it's that weird fucking asshole. Like, yeah, that's me. Sorry. That was so embarrassing.
Looked him in the eye and be like, you disgust me, and then walked away.
Yeah, well, it's the walk of shame because you have to put everything back. Be like, I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm an asshole.
Dude, I've forgotten my card at Kroger with a full basket before, and realized when I got up there and they checked me out that I didn't have my card, and they were like, I was like, can you guys just put the cart to the side? And they thought I was you. They were like, he ain't coming back. And they're like, And I ran home. Yeah, I ran home because I live like 2 blocks away, and I got my fucking card, and I came back, and they put all my shit back. They're like, we didn't think you were coming back. I was like, I fucking mean business. When I say I'm coming back, I am.
I feel like James Braddock in the fucking Cinderella Man, like with my hat out. When I forgot my wallet, I didn't have any money. I was like, if you could spare in this hard moment in my life, I'd be very much appreciated.
God, that seems
painful. Weird, dude, because I make eye contact with every motherfucker that was behind me when I was leaving the store, and nobody believed me. But if for some reason I went cockeye and I made eye contact with each one of them as I was walking out the door, like I was on death row, and I was trying to look at each person before I went.
You should have just
knocked it back. They were all staring back, and you could just see this pity in their face.
Dude, you should have just knocked a bag of Cheetos off the rack and be like, "What are you looking at?"
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, we can't all be rich.
This place sells dirty oil. Goodbye. I refuse to shop here. Yeah, I was embarrassing.
Thank you, Ricardo Diaz. Somebody asked how to join the Patreon. There's a link below, my good man. And you shall see the wonders of within it. I looked the other day. We have like 300 pieces of content on there for anybody that wants to get in on that shit.
Nice stuff.
And again, if your card gets declined, don't worry. Nobody will know. It's just us. It's just us here. So, anyways, I think everybody's just about piled in. 274 people strong. Thank you guys for showing the fuck up tonight. We love you in the darkness and in the light, too. We turn on the lights when we make love to you, even if it's a blue light.
Yeah, and we have a mirror on the ceiling. It's all for good times.
Yeah. So, the news. We've got multiple pieces of news today. Today was a good day for movie news. Like a lot of shit's been going on in the news, and like nothing's coming out, which I understand. There was COVID and then everything else that's going on, and like it's just not a lot of news. But today it was like it sort of burst a little bit, even though some of it's probably bullshit. We'll see. What do you want to talk about first, you fucking whore?
I think the best thing to do, Slet McSletson, is to talk about the big fat elephant in the room. Loomis.
No, shush. Remember, we were going to save that for last because we don't want to ruin it for anybody, you dick.
I just thought, you know what happened? The motherfucking chat misled me because all I saw was the fucking shit coming up multiple times. And that's why I said, I didn't say what you thought I said. You know what I said? I said Pumice Stone. I said Pumice Stone.
We wanted to
Let's talk about Pumice Stone.
For last.
I use it.
To give everybody a chance to leave if they hadn't heard.
I know, but I feel bad because I always feel like people just pop in here for that one fucking. It's like, bitch, can you please? Can you please? It's like watching Channel 29 and remember that shit TV guide, and it would go up, and if you missed it, you'd have to wait 100 fucking channels to see what time your show comes on. Yeah. It's like that's all I'm here for,
dude.
I don't care about the ads.
I became a pro at doing that when like my wife or like my mom or anybody was watching a reality TV show or a cooking show or whatever. You can always sense right before they're about to announce some information. It'll be like right up to the cusp, and then it'll go to commercial break. So I would just walk by with like a Sprite and click it and be like, "Here comes commercial break," and they'd be like, "Next," going into commercial break because you can always see that shit coming.
TV Guide was the shit though. See, people don't remember that unless you grew up in that era. You had to fucking hit it just right to find out, like especially during October, and you were gonna watch a big block of like Monster Vision, and you wanted to see the shows that were coming on. Maybe it'd be on like TNT, like channel 15 or whatever channel, and you'd be like. You would just fucking, you'd see the 15 go up like that. You'd be like, no! And you'd have to wait. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll talk about something else. I guess let's talk about Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted, most excellent.
Yeah. Most triumphant.
Yeah, so there are multiple reasons why we think a trailer for Bill and Ted might be coming out tomorrow. And again, we've been writing about this shit all day on WeWatchMovie.com. Definitely go check the website out because we got a ton of shit on there. But so Bill and Ted 3. Tomorrow is 6/9, and Alex Winters tweeted out on his personal Twitter account that tomorrow was officially Bill and Ted Day. Everybody's been waiting for the trailer, so we know the trailer was going to come soon anyways. There's some news about it somewhat, but he said tomorrow's Bill and Ted Day, and then also, if you look at it, You remember the scene where they're like 69, dude? You know what I mean?
Yeah. He goes, if you guys are really us, what number are we thinking about right now? 69, dude. And that guy was like, whoa. It's like, whoa. Yeah.
No,
6'9".
69, 6'9", June 6th. They also called it Bill and Ted Day, so that's not that much of a stretch. But also, the Bill and Ted 3 account, which is weird that it doesn't say Face the Music. It says Bill and Ted 3.
Yeah.
The account said something. What the fuck was it? I gotta look at it. They said something specific. I'll go to We Watch the Movies website and see. Pathetic.
I do remember. Well, I know that he said that he tweeted out something about Bill and Ted Day, and then he was like hashtag Bill and Ted 3. So yeah, I mean, it obviously, and they had little guitar emojis.
Yeah, and then the actual.
I mean, it would make perfect sense for them to release it.
Yeah, and it's time for it. It all makes sense. It looks like it's going to come out on time or whatever, even though there were some rumors about it going to VOD, which could be part of the announcement too. We don't know. But again, just like with Halloween Kills, if Tenet's going to play on July 17th, you got to think, unless the second wave hits hard, that everything after that is pretty safe if it hasn't already been delayed. But that's what it was. Bill and Ted 3, they put up a giant picture that says, strange things are afoot at the Circle K. Yeah. And it says, something most excellent is coming. So
Deacon, you ditched Napoleon? He was a dick.
The only thing that could make this not right is if it's just a poster or some news. But I think it's a trailer, dude. Trailer Tuesday.
Yeah. I know that he said that they were in post production. Everything looked great on their side, and actually someone did ask him about. I don't know if they asked him specifically about VOD or something like that. If they thought that maybe it was going to go straight to video or something, and he's like, as far as he knew, it was going to still be in theaters. But I was thinking about that, and I read an article about the Bill and Ted thing, and they were like, honestly, Bill and Ted going to VOD wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I want to see it in the theaters, obviously, but the thing about what the release date still is in the latter part of August, and that's going to come a week after Wonder Woman 1984 is slated to release, and a week before the New Mutants. So they were like, the box office.
I think Wonder Woman got pushed back again, though.
Did it? Okay.
I think.
Well, I thought it was coming off in August, but either way, it was like it could get sandwiched into the box office returns on that could be terrible if it's coming, especially the New Mutants and shit like that. A lot of people are looking forward to that. And if Wonder Woman does come out, whatever, I don't know when if it got pushed back, but yeah, man. And I was telling Mike before the stream, I am so fucking down to see a Bill and Ted 3. It's been so long since I've seen fucking literally you get to see Keanu Reeves back as Theodore Ted Logan and Bill S. Preston Esquire and all that shit. I would love to see it, but the thing is, I'm optimistic and I'm hopeful for it, but I also think that it might be just made for fans. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be a lot of stuff in it that it's probably not going to be maybe successful and as far as a box office hit, but a lot of fans are going to love it. I almost don't you feel like that it would be more successful on VOD?
Actually, how I disagree with you on the VOD stance, and I want everything to be in theaters and all that shit. We've had many arguments over the past year about it, but honestly, dude, with Bill and Ted 3, with a comedy film, which we don't get many comedies now, I wouldn't mind watching it at home. I hope it gets released in the theater.
I think so.
That's one thing, but it's not like Halloween Kills where it's October, you want to fucking see it with people in a theater. With that thing, it's a franchise. So coming into the franchise late as fans, 78, I wasn't born until 85. I missed a lot of Halloween in theaters. So for Halloween, to me, it's a big deal. I see it when it happens in the theater. But for Bill and Ted, again, I missed both of those in the theaters too. But I don't know. I don't need to see that in theaters. I think if it came out on video on demand, I'd be fine with watching that at home. But at the same time, I think that will numb. I think that will numb the box office, whether it's from the returns of the VOD or not. I think just the fact that it goes to VOD, I think that would really kill a little bit of anticipation. It won't feel as big as it should feel, but as a fan, I'm fine with watching it at home. If it comes to that.
Well, all I got to say at the end of that, because that's sexual, is that, Mike, if I die, my Megadeth collection is yours.
Totally.
But dude, we're already dead. Well, I guess they're yours then, dude. And also, I love the fact that they're bringing back
Wade's World, dude.
Oh yeah. I love the fact I love that guy and I can't remember his name. They're bringing back Death. Death is going to be in it. Don't overlook my butt. I work out
William
all
Sadler.
the time. And reaping burns lots of calories. And I love it. He gets on. He's like, what's about to me? I pushed the cart.
You sunk my battleship. He's like,
yeah, but dude,
he goes up to God. He's like, they Nelsoned me.
Yeah. He's like, did you think the two smartest scientists in the galaxy would be from Earth? He calls it Earth.
Mr. J says Jay is Batman. He's played Batman before. Look up Batman versus The Exorcist.
Oh, The Exorcist, yeah.
That shit was funny as hell.
I'm like the I'm the William or not the William. I'm the Aaron Eckhart from Dark Knight that pretends to be Batman.
That shit.
It's like that shitty I love Val Kilmer's Batman. Don't get me wrong, but that shitty line in Batman Forever, he's like, Harvey, I'm Batman. Remember?
Yeah. No, dude. One line from that skit that we did that always makes me laugh. Guys, I literally had to put on a nightgown and get in a bed and have Jay beat the shit out of me in a bed. But I just remember one thing that sticks in my head, and nobody watched that. It's probably got like 12 views.
Yeah, it was fun though.
It was to me, it's one of our funniest skits. But when he's like, "Are you part of the cabal?" When I was editing that, dude, I couldn't get past it. I was laughing my tits off.
Oh man, well, the way you said it though, he's like, I've had to put on a dress and lay it better than Jay beat the shit out of me. You know, out of context, if anybody just walked in on that conversation, like, what the fucking anus is going on around here? That man had to put on a dress.
I think I'll stay. It's not the first time I've dressed like a woman for the channel, or actually just for Halloween. One time I wore tits as Carrie.
I'm ready to call you Mike De La Hoya.
Actually, there's been. I can't count on one hand. It takes two hands to count the time I've dressed like a woman for the channel. Latrell316. Latrell Spreewell, you choking son of a bitch. Woo. Thank you. It says, I've had at least 10 customers that didn't have their wallet, so I feel this in my soul.
It sucks, so man. Awkward, and it's the worst ever, and I feel so bad for the cashier. Like, I'm trying to be like, look, I'll be right back, and you know you're not coming back, so don't say you're coming back. And, like, you get this moment of, like, a connection with that cashier for just a second, and they give you this, like...
But you know what? Part of it's like, I understand.
I know. They look at you, though, and they, like, you could feel their energy of, like, what a piece of shit you are. Just get out of my face. Yeah, I was like, so sorry. And you back away. It's the worst ever.
So, yeah, and guys, that's the news for that. I mean, honestly, I'd bet 90% I think there's a Bill and Ted 3 trailer coming out tomorrow, along with the poster probably, and the news maybe that when it's going to release, whether it's going to be VOD or not. But tomorrow, Bill and Ted 3, Face the Music, we'll probably see it, which will be cool because we're filming Wednesday night, so we can do a reaction to that bitch.
That'd be fun. Yeah, it's going to be great. I hope it does come out tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Don't get lost in the circuits of time, Juder.
Ricardo Diaz, thanks, man. He says, you guys drinking some fancy French liquor tonight? All hell wham. I'm just drinking. Woo. I'm drinking Jay's Choice. You know what it is. I won't show it because I can't legally. But
you say, welcome to the mountain of power.
It wasn't by choice, dude. My mom-in-law left it.
I feel like I should have a throne. Like, we have been expecting your arrival. Have a seat. And let me teach you ways.
Yeah, but dude, the only reason I'm drinking it is because my mother-in-law was here yesterday and she left it.
Dude, you know what's funny about you saying that is I remember one time I'm drinking Michelob Ultra, by the way, but that's what Mike is referring to. But I was in line with my Michelob Ultra, my 6-pack, and there was these kids. Well, they were probably like 23, 24, and they were behind me like, "Yo, man, he drinking that Michelob Ultra, man. My mom drank that shit." And I was like, "Your mother is a wise woman."
Well, the good news is that you can drink it and still stay hydrated because it's like 90% water. I stole that joke from my wife.
I think it's great. I think it's superior. It's smooth. It gets the job done. And it gets you where you want to go, just like any place, like an Uber. It's like an Uber.
Yeah, but it costs you $27 to get drunk on.
Yeah, because it's fancy, bitch. It's like, can I get the Michelob Ultra? It's like, he on that Ultra shit. Oh, he got the Velcro.
You should start ordering Marlboro Ultra lights too. Remember them things? You had to suck on them like you were sucking gas out of a hose.
I'm gonna pop sometime. Only got $20 in my... He's like, he got the Velcro. That's how you feel. You walk out with that shit.
Aces, thank you very much. Says we need a Freddy vs. Jason 2. What do you guys think? I think yes, abso-fucking-lutely. And spoiler alert, on Wednesday, one of the things we're going to be doing a video for is we're going to be recapping, reviewing the script that came out many, far south years ago. Ash versus Jason versus Freddy script that came out forever ago. We're going to read that over the next 2 days, and we're going to be doing a full-on in-depth video on it on Wednesday.
You know what? Honestly, if that had come out back in the day when the Freddy versus Jason had happened, that would have probably fit in just right. It would have been perfect.
It was going to be a sequel to that, too, so it would have been perfect. But no, I would like to see a Freddy vs. Jason 2, but the only thing is that I don't want to see it for like 15 fucking years, because at this point, where Halloween came out and we're taking these things seriously and we're putting some real fucking effort into them and we're trying to make them scary. We're not in deep sequel stage yet where they've gotten funny. I think if you did a versus film, it would really go against them trying to make these films scary again. So it would be.
And
at
this point, Robert Englund's gonna roll up out of his fucking wheelchair out of a dream.
Yeah, no,
I'll slice your shit up. You like my rims?
No way in fuck shits that it's gonna be Robert Englund either way. But I think in 15 years when Halloween's got several sequels again under its belt and Freddy's come back for a couple films already and Jason's out of the lawsuit butthole that it's in, I would love to see that again. But right now it would be too comedic and I think it would set slashers back. The resurgence of slashers, it would set them back.
For sure. For sure. I like the way you move. Well, where we're going, we don't need roads. 88 miles an hour, bitch.
Oh, for sure.
Let's go for it. Jesus Christ, you disintegrated Einstein.
Intel Wild says, Halloween Kills news, please. It's coming, sir. I promise. We're going to get there.
Hang around. We'll get there.
And by the way, no gut-busting revolutions or new news or anything like that. Just some stuff that's been floating around we're going to talk about. Part of the reason we're actually saving it for last is because there's a spoiler part of one of them, and we want to give the people that haven't heard it yet. You've probably heard it. Major news sites have picked up. Dread Central has picked it up. So you've probably heard it, but if you haven't, we want to give people a chance to leave before we say it.
I was going to say, I thought you were going to be like, well, because we're attention whores, and we want everybody staying with us for a little while.
You know, that would
We get tired of talking to each other sometimes.
It works in our favor this time, but that's not why we're doing it. Yeah. Joe Medeiros, thank you, sir, says, saw the new Nightmare on Elm Street documentary on Mark Patton and Freddy's Revenge. I want to watch that, dude. I know it's on Shudder now. Scream Queen, I think it is.
Is that all? Oh, I didn't know that was okay, sweet. I got to check that out.
On June 4th, it came to Shudder, so I want to watch it, too. Ace Shadows Kibble says, Jay would be perfect for Loomis' son. Those pictures y'all got in the mail prove it.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you what, man. I was up at Mike's house last week. And I was walking, around the living room aimlessly because I didn't have anything to do. And I was like, and I saw, I think it was you sent it or something. It was one of those pictures of Loomis, but it was like tilting away and he had the coat on. I was like, why's Mike got a fucking weird picture of me just hanging out on his fucking thing on his seat? Is that a white mark? Is that a weird mark there? And I looked at it, I was like, dude, that's Dr. Loomis. But even I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, if I had him in front of me, I would show you guys. And I showed you in the live unboxing. But, it freaks me out, dude. Every time I see it, somebody sent us these awesome pictures, and one of them was autographed of Dr. Loomis, of Donald Pleasance.
It was awesome, yeah.
One of them was he looked a little bit younger and he had the jacket on and stuff like that. And man, every time I see it, it fucks with me. I have to do a double take because I'm like, what the fuck? Why do I have this picture of Jay in my house?
I know, and it's laying on your fucking seat. I was like, what have you been doing with it?
It's like
Are you trying to do a voodoo curse?
It's like in Bad Boys when he had to pretend to be Mike and Mike had to pretend to be him. And the girl, Tia Leone, comes over his house. She's like, you do have a lot of pictures of your partner. He's like, that's because that's my dog. You know, we like this. And she's like, I thought you were gay.
Yeah, I was like, we always together, bro. We always together. I do remember that.
It's like I got pictures of Jay all around my house.
Yeah, that's all right.
You know, it's a cop thing.
Yeah, I wish I could really be Donald Pleasance's son, better than my father.
Joshua Tabak, damn.
It was a joke. I know. I threw it out there, and then I tried to say it low key, like nobody heard it, but it was like, damn. I was like, that was awful.
Joshua Tabak, and by the way, guys, we got 360 motherfuckers in here tonight. Congratulations to you guys.
I like it.
Share that link and let's get this bitch to 400. Or don't. You don't want to embarrass yourself in front of your friends.
I'm embarrassed.
Joshua Tabak, thanks, man, says, makes sense. The Bill and Ted 3 movie comes out 8/21/20, which is 8 plus 21 plus 20 plus 20 equals 69, dude.
Dude, you know what? Not only is that guy amazing because he's a sexual Bill and Ted fan, but it's motherfucking John Nash from A Beautiful Mind in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, he sees codes.
That's impressive.
That was some good math. You lost me at the addition symbol. I was like, fuck.
Everything equals the number 13.
Dude, I swear to God, with math class for me, I bounced out after we got past addition, subtraction, and multiplication, and it got fucking difficult. I was like, I'm going to sleep. Fuck this. Dude, I don't even want to do division.
I didn't get to walk on my class. I had to go to summer school for 2 weeks because I failed geometry twice.
Dude, I begged my fucking teacher in geometry to let me walk because he was going to give me a fucking F. Mm-hmm. And remember my ex-wife, slut hoe that she is, but she did my homework for me because she was really good at math. And I would sit outside and get in trouble on purpose so she could walk by and do my homework. And he was like, well, you're probably going to get an F. I'm like, yeah, but I gotta walk. I got old people that are my grandparents that are gonna be there. Don't take that away from me. And he was like, you know what? You seem like a good person, and your hair looks like Jimmy Neutron, and I hate giving bad news to good people. I'm like, who are you fucking? Are you Jim Gordon? I was like, it's just a fucking D.
I remember a boy. I put my coat around his arms.
Yeah, dude, it was like a flirt. It was a flirt between like like a D- and an F. I was like, just give me the D-. I was like, dude, I don't give a fuck about geometry. I'm not gonna go to Walmart one day and try to buy a carton of milk and wonder about the geometric shapes of the milk. And if it's gonna be the equal value for the fucking price, you stupid bitch. It's geometry. Unless I'm gonna do something with that, pass me.
I don't even need this. I don't even need it. Camp Blood, thank you, says, howdy, my dude's looking sexual. I'm at work. Ugh. I feel that. I know what that feels like.
Oh, God. It's nasty.
Intel Wild, thank you, says, I'm drinking Blue Moon Belgian White. Jay, what's in that cup? Did he die?
It would be called the Alternative Michelob. I should have just named my dog Michelob. Call it Mikel.
You should have, dude. That would have been fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And we'll get to I want to grab these super chats real quick. We'll get to the next news story. Quickity quick. I promise. Let's see. Intel Wild says, Jay, with the red solo cup, I lift you up. Let's have a party.
Let's get a party started. Let's get a party started.
When it's time to party, we will party hard.
Oh God, I sound like that drunk bitch friend that nobody wants to go out with when she's had like 3 shots. Like, let's get a party started.
Let's go to Applebee's.
God, let's get a peanut butter shot. Let's get a peanut butter shot. Like, you nasty. What the fuck is that?
Brandon Barry says, do you guys think AMC theaters will get bailed out? I don't know. That's going to be a hairy situation, like an 80s crotch. But I will tell you this. I did see today that California is looking at letting Hollywood start to work and letting movie studios open up sooner than previously planned so that they can help them out. So possibly we could be good.
I hope so.
Could be good on
all
that.
It would be a real big old butthole shame if they went under and left.
Yeah. Goddamn right. Thank you, man. Mercurio80 says, what's up, you two sexy beasts? What's up, you fucker? I like you because you have a Man of Steel icon, and I like Man of Steel.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I also like men. What? What'd you say that? What?
I mean,
there's nothing wrong with it.
True.
Yeah, it's true.
Because it was an inside narrative voice, and it came out speaking truth from my lips. And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
For sure. Courtney
That's where we are.
Says, Jay, please do Pamela Voorhees about Mountain Dew. Courtney, you motherfucker.
I know. I love Courtney, though. Jason, just stop with your actions, Jason. Do the Mountain Dew. Do the Dew, Jason. It's got ginger inside of it, Jason. It's got a biting flavor, Jason. To the tongue, Jason, it goes. Mother will be happy, Jason.
Say extreme.
Don't drink Dr. Pepper, Jason. Only do the mountains do. Huh?
Say extreme.
Extreme. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, you're talking about.
You were Harold Kumar. He's like, extreme.
Oh, yeah. Extreme. I didn't know what you got. You said just say extreme. I was like, extreme? I didn't know what that was.
Simone Morris, thank you, says, hello, boys. Who's your favorite Batman and why? Who's the worst and why? I know it's off topic. That's okay, because it's an easy question.
That's a really big one, though. That's a big cake to slice into, and I'm ready for that wedding cake.
Favorite is Ben Affleck. Very close. Michael Keaton behind him, though. I love them both. Michael Keaton forever and always, but I got to give Ben Affleck love because he doesn't get it the way he should get it for what he did in Batman vs. Superman. Worst, obviously, got to go George Clooney.
Yeah. It's really hard. Actually, I was thinking about that the other day. And I love Ben Affleck is so like intimidating and like muscular and powerful and makes me feel very sexual in regions that I shouldn't. The naughty jungle of love, and I want to explore that with him. But and in Batman vs Superman when he's training and he's like, ah! Like after he's pulling the chain and he like slaps it down and you're like, fuck, you should be on Men's Health. Oh, yeah. You should be on the cover of Men's Health right now. Like I'm turned on about it. Let's have a Gatorade together. But
Gatorade.
But honestly, I always liked Michael Keaton. I don't know, like just something about him, dude. He had like he was a perfect balance, and not only as a great Bruce Wayne, but as an incredible Batman. I love the suit in the Batman, the original '89 Batman. I know it's kind of cheesy now, but it actually had something about it that just looked cool. It was dynamic. It had something about it that was timeless. So that's my favorite. It would be Michael Keaton. But worst, yeah, it's George Clooney. I mean, I don't know how anybody, but you know who's close to that?
Rubber
And I know
Nichols.
you catch some fucking hate. I know nowadays you'll catch hate on
You
it.
say Christian Bale?
Yeah. Because, like, I mean, I love the fact that you, like, Batman Begins is okay, but the fact that you run around the last two movies sounding like you're constantly constipated, and it gets worse.
Showed you.
Yeah.
That I ate a lot of cheese.
Yeah, and it gets worse and worse as you confront Bane. Like, bitch, put some, like, just get Banaka and, like, clear yourself up.
Buffalo Sabskis, thank you, says Jay. Can Jay do Slender Man reacting to Subway customer forgetting their wallet?
So you forgot you wrote it that contain all you information inside that billfold, and now it's not here no more. Well, don't you worry yourself at all. Don't you cry from your eyeballs. What you got to do right now is you got to go get your wallet so you can purchase these goods that you have in front of you right now. Because reality is that if you don't have money, then we can't sell you purchase items. You know what me I'm saying, Ron? Me is so sorry about you. Me know you embarrassed right now. But it's all right. People make mistakes and things like that, and they learn as they go on and get the well sandwich to forget their days. It's so fucking stupid.
Kevin
I
Williams.
swear.
This is, how's about Freddy versus Cybernetic Jason from Jason X? No.
Cybernetic Jason versus Freddy.
Yeah, Freddy versus
It'd be-
Cybernetic. No.
It'd be over. I mean, that'd be over.
I don't ever want to see Cybernetic Jason again as long as he lives. Thank you though. Cajun
He
Horror
did
Talk.
look cool though. He looked like a Megadeth fucking album.
Yeah, like it would have been cool for a Megadeth fucking video, but not for a
Mm-hmm.
goddamn movie. Cajun Horror Talk, thank you, says, hey guys, what would be the best and worst horror movie to be trapped in like The Final Girls? Worst movie? For sure, Human Centipede. No doubt about it. Don't care what you say.
I will cut you at your knees unless you eat that asshole. Eat that asshole, and I won't do it. Yeah, Human Centipede is fucking gross. But I would also say, as for a Final Girl,
No, like the movie The Final Girls. Because in The Final Girls, they were trapped inside of a horror movie.
oh yeah, Human Centipede's gross. I would say being trapped inside a Hellraiser movie would be fucked up, especially if some dumbass had already opened the box.
Yeah.
Would be terrible or hostile. Fuck that shit. I better just go stay at a Motel 6.
Yeah. Best though. God, I know there's a better answer than this, but I just there's got to be one that's got just Megan's Body. I'll go that.
For like the best.
I mean Jennifer's Body. Best one to be trapped in.
Megan's the sequel, but no one knows about it because it only came out in it came out in India. No, I get the best. A man can get Gillette. I would say the best for a final Aliens. Hang out with Ripley. You got fucking the Space Marines and shit.
Yeah, wow, aliens are attacking you.
Yeah, but you got Ellen Ripley. She's a badass, and she's got that fucking big old yellow thing, the loading thing. She's like, get away from her, you bitch. So you know she's gonna protect you. And she's got sexy granny panties.
I was kidding when I said Megan's or Jennifer's Body. Mine would totally. It would just be Halloween because I would just be like, oh my god, I'm in Haddonfield, dude. I'm in Haddonfield.
And then you die right away. As soon as you get in there, you're like, well, this trip sucks.
And I know Michael's weaknesses. Just get Busta Rhymes out and yell at him.
Yeah. You just act like Busta Rhymes and he would like run away. He'd be like, I'm not gonna be back in that movie.
Eight Shadows, thanks, says Kibbles. He could be Samuel Loomis Jr. and they call him Jay anyway. Actually, that makes sense. Sammy J! Hey, Sammy J!
If you call me Sammy J, it sounds like I'm a retired player from the ABA that scored all of 10 points in his career. He goes, hey, Sammy J! Gabby J!
Gabby
J!
I don't know why people are talking about Epstein in the chat. No, stop it. Stop. That's depressing. Okay. All right. The next news story that came up, because my fucking chat just got weird as shit on here. Next news story.
What are you watching? Are you watching porn at the same time?
Yes.
Are you watching that foot fetish shit?
I got
Put it on the big screen.
I got it on the pip. I
Oh.
I got some porn.
Oh, dude, I was gonna say, speaking of foot, Courtney posted some nasty ass shit on Facebook, dude. I didn't see it. It was like this dude like licking a big girl's feet in a car. And was like going to fucking town on it, dude.
Why?
And was like trying to stuff it in his mouth and was like biting that shit like it's fucking sausage. And so it was like, this is why I always would be single. I'm like, damn, that's nasty. Like,
Patrick Hartnett said, "You haven't got the police force." Jay,
you haven't got a police force.
Okay, couple more super chats, then we'll get to the next news story. I promise, I swear, deep into the night, always deep into the night, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper.
You sound like you're motorboating some big old fake titties.
That's the guy. That's the therapist from what's the Kevin Bacon movie? The horror Kevin Bacon movie. Jeez, Stir of Echoes. The therapist that has a heart attack and dies. He's like, step into your mind, deeper and deeper. And then
That's
he dies.
an underrated ass movie.
Yeah, it is, man. Logan Michael, anti-Funko Pops. He doesn't like Funko Pops, you fuck Pop. I really don't want someone other than Sam Raimi to make Evil Dead. It will most likely be someone unknown, artsy-fartsy, who directed a cruddy A24 movie. Hey, man, A24 makes some good A24. Shit. But we'll get into that in a second, Logan. Thank you very much. We will. The next story will make it the Evil Dead. God, I can't stop burping. Cordell. On Blue says, Mike, I'm also a huge Blink-182 fan. How would you rank the albums? My favorite has to be the Untitled album. I don't want to make everyone go through it all the way through, but it's almost impossible to me because I love so deeply everything that they've actually done forever and always, ever and always, ever and always. But Enema of the State would have to be number one because it's the first album I heard of them. Well, actually, I heard Damn It, but I didn't listen to the album. Enema of the State, worst album would have to be, it had to be Dogs Eating Dogs, even though I like two of the songs.
Terrible.
Yeah,
feed them. If you feed them, it won't happen. My favorite Blink-182 album is the self-titled album Dookie. Oh, that was Green Day. My bad.
Featuring single When I Come Around.
I like that. I like that Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
That's a good one too. I love them all. But Untitled's a great one, dude. That's high up there for me. I was just listening to that literally today, actually. Corey Natterins, thank you, sir, says, almost couldn't walk because I got caught drinking on my prom party bus.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a dark.
That sucks, man. You gotta be more careful with that shit.
Dude, I broke my hand on prom night. I punched a barn and for fun. I know that sounds stupid, but I broke my hand into smithereens.
Were you training for Rocky IV?
Yeah. So it was like, I bet you can't break this barn door. I was like, watch this.
Is that what you're doing?
And it was like that thick. But I smashed
You had the dude from Iron Eagle in there yelling at you? I hit that barn door.
No, I had my headphones in and I was listening to the Kickboxer soundtrack. Everybody loves a winner.
I mean, when you hear that song, it makes me feel like punching a goddamn barn door. You got to do it.
Mercurio 86.
I've never been caught drinking by a teacher or anything like that, or doing anything like bad. Or like I never did. No, I never got caught.
Just smoking cigarettes.
That one time. Yeah, that guy was a fucking.
Hey, thanks, Michelle. I like to think so too. You know, I do what I can in the night, in the dark.
Oh.
I did a push-up today. Mercurio 80, thanks, man. He says, I like you too, Deep. I like you too, Mike, deep in the night. LOL. Deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper. Okay. All right. On to...
It's getting kind of disturbing.
I know. I'm sorry. Sutter Gillette, thanks. He says, damn, Jay, you had to do the Gillette jingle, didn't you?
I love that song. Gillette. So good. I like that. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite jingles, but also the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Yeah.
Yeah, that one
Or like,
too.
You're not fully clean unless your zest fully clean. Woo. And you have that always person that doing that thing with their ass.
Tastes better, Mentos Fresh Mint.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Fresh tastes better because Mentos Fresh is full of light.
Mentos, the fresh maker. Like, I love it. It's so good.
Oh, guys, we got so close to the cusp. The tip. We got to $3.99, and now we're to $3.96. Who the fuck are the three people who left? I want you in my office after midnight. I'm gonna slowly tickle your butt with a feather. Deadpool69 says, I love you too.
I love you, Deadpool69. Right on the heels of what Mike said. He was gonna take a ruler and do things to you.
All right, Evil Dead news happens. I promise we get to the news. I'm sorry it took so long, but you guys are just fucking rocking the shit in the chat tonight. So, Evil Dead. Bruce Campbell came on today, and he said that Evil Dead 4 is happening. And he said he's not going to play Ash in the movie. He's still executive producing, but he did say what it was going to be called, which is Evil Dead Now.
No. If I had been in the board of like, no. I mean, like, hey, Bruce, thank you, man. I can't believe you're here. What do you think we should call it? Evil Dead Now? I'm like, no, bitch. Are you fucking stupid?
Now that's what I call Evil Dead.
Yeah, we're gonna have a fucking jingle.
I I don't hate it because I think that signifies they're gonna do something really weird, like with the timeline. Because like we went to Army of Darkness, and then you have the series like Evil Dead Now. But yeah, as just the name, it sounds fucking terrible.
Yeah, because I could see it coming out like it would say Evil Dead, and then it would go no, like it would just be like it doesn't really fit.
Dude, all I can think is Mallrats, where he's like, now, Silent Bob, now.
I don't know about that. Like you say, like the title would be Evil Dead, and then a chainsaw would break through it. And go now. It would be so stupid. I was like, I can't film that. Are you serious? I want a job. I gotta have a job.
But
I don't like the name.
I don't, again, like, it sounds dumb, but I feel like that the title now is going to have something to do with the timeline that they're going to use, so it's going to make sense when we hear more about it. What I'm tired of, dude, is getting little bits and pieces about Evil Dead and, like, having it just be spread apart. Who's going to be a part of it, who's not. It seems like it changes. Freddy Alvarez is going to produce. He's the one that did the remake. I guess it's not going to be a sequel to the remake, but since they're calling it now, I guess they could technically tie the remake into it. I don't know. What about the TV show, Ash versus Evil Dead? Is that going to have tie? Are they going to keep that whole storyline and just not have Ash in it? Because, again, he said he wouldn't be in the movie. But they did pick their director, which is the director of a movie called The Hole in the Ground, Lee Cronin. Apparently, Sam Raimi handpicked him, and I haven't seen the movie, so I can't comment on that. But what bucks my nipples at night
is the fact a hole in the ground sounds like what the Jolly Green Giant spends his nights. Hole in the ground.
Dude, we're over 403. Good job, chat. Fuck yeah!
I'm back down. I'm seeing 389, but
we drove down to 395.
It's like people popped in. They're like, oh, these assholes. Fuck it. Batman vanish. Ninja vanish.
I don't want you to achieve your goals. But
I don't care. I dingle it in front of your face like carrot because you're little horsey. Compliment. I go away.
I don't care. I love it.
I love it. I like pushed your shit out into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I don't know how that song goes.
Take me to your best friend's house.
Hole in the ground.
Hole in the ground. I never seen it. Gonna watch it now because I want to see. But what chaps my asshole at night in the darkness of the winds of Windsor is the fact that why doesn't Sam Raimi just fucking direct it, man? He's constantly producing shit, and the Grudge reboot, like. Him producing something almost means nothing. Like, because it's Evil Dead, it matters a little bit more. But him producing something, he's like, oh, it's going to be produced by... But, that doesn't always fucking translate. Why won't he fucking just direct it?
Because he's still pissed off about Spider-Man 3, and fuck you. He hasn't got over that. Now dig on this. Oh, God. What have you done, Toby? What have you done, McGuire? No, I don't know. It'd be really cool to see Sam Raimi come back. But I feel like Sam Raimi is in the same boat that... Bruce Campbell's in. Like, he's like, you know what? I did my part. I made those movies. It was a great time. And now I want different directors to take over my franchise and move it forward into the future. Just like Bruce Campbell was saying in that interview, essentially is that, it's cool to have different heroines or heroines and heroes that can take over the mantle and go about their own way. And they don't have to constantly rely on to see Ash come back, which I would love to see fucking Ash, but he's hung up his chainsaw. I love you being all cutesy and pootsy in the bootsy when that article was like, I think we've seen him hang up his chainsaw for the last time. I was like, okay, can you please not give me diabetes when I'm reading the article? Because it's too cute. But I was like, just say he fucking retired. But you know what? Ash versus Evil Dead on Starz was a great show, and it was a good swan song for the cat character. And I think that Sam Raimi is just the same way, though. I think Sam Raimi was like, I would like other directors to come in and take what I've made and show us what they got. Show me what you're working with. Shake that ass. Work with it.
Take a bath. Wash yourself.
Work with that shit.
I get it, man. But not even Fede Alvarez wanted to direct it for some reason. That makes me worry a little bit.
It's intimidating.
Maybe, yeah. Well, I mean, he did one already.
Well, I know, and then he was like, "That shit was intimidating." I was like, "There was buckets of blood." I was filming a girl get fucking ripping her goddamn hand off from underneath the car. I felt like a shithole when I went home.
It was like Will Ferrell in Old School. He's like, "I'm gonna do one." I was like, "He gonna do one.
He gonna do one." It's so good when it hits your lips. It's so good.
Honestly, though, there hasn't been a bad Evil Dead film. There's been 4 movies. We weren't in love with the remake when we saw it in theaters because it was so hyped up. We didn't feel like
it gave my respect.
Equaled. It has over time, exactly. I want to rewatch it again soon, but there hasn't been a bad Evil Dead film yet. So I'm excited either way.
Well, I think what happened to the remake was that it was built up to be this. People are passing out in the theater. People are shitting their pants.
Yeah.
People wear diapers to go see Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you prepared to get your dick sucked by horror? And you're like, oh shit, okay, this is gonna be fucking maddening. When I go and see this, like someone's gonna need to take a plunger to my fucking brain to
well, you were married
remove
then,
all
though,
the
so
images.
you were used to that.
Huh?
What?
What?
I said you were. I said you were married then, though, so you were used to that at the time.
Oh yeah, I mean that was the sex life was pretty much like Evil Dead, like how when she gets all slimy and nasty and she like sucking the soul out of the person. That's the same way as having sex with my ex-slut wife. But little bits at a time, your soul gets broken off like,
I'm like Jam.
a terrible.
Damn, Jay, you look weak today. Like I had sex last night.
I'm dying. The
not
Necronomicon was opened up out of the vagina, but no. Anyway, but yeah, and it built it up too much. I think there was just way too much emphasis on it being this over-the-top, scary-ass movie, and people kind of got their, they kind of got let down on it instead of it just being its own thing. But they, that always happens though. It's a promotional ploy where they're trying to say, oh, the scariest movie in decades. Yeah. You will shit your pants. Yeah. And that would be from like ABC.
Mountain Dew.
That would be the quote
Extreme.
From ABC. Yeah. Somebody went in, a 25-year-old man. They came out, a 69-year-old loser because but yeah, either way. But I watched that. I actually watched that a few months ago. It actually is not a bad film.
No.
If you kind of break away from, you have to break away from the Sam Raimi thing.
Yeah, and the hype train of the whole thing. But, you know, and I love Drag Me to Hell. I just wish Raimi would direct more shit. But no, I'm psyched to shit for Evil Dead 4 or 5 if you want to count, the remake, or 6 if you want to count the show, whatever you want to call it. But Evil Dead now! That's what I call Evil Dead Volume 4.
Sounds like a shitty comic book that nobody wants to buy.
It's not
like
the best.
Marvel now.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
It's not the best.
Is that shit produced by Disney low-key?
If it ties into the story, it could be cool. But Buffalo Sapsky says, I went on a road trip and got drunk on the roof of an RV and fell off at a college football game overnight.
That sounds like a good-ass fucking time. What are you talking about?
Dude, you got a story out of it. You might have had your stomach pumped. You might have lost your lover and several friends and several teeth. But you got a good story out of it, and that's what counts. Would Sam and Dean have gotten drunk that night? Ask yourself that. The answer's yes. They
I don't
would've.
know those people.
I don't either. They have good hair. Intel Wild, thank you, says, hey guys, just my opinion, but I think the flashback will be at the start of H Kills. Your thoughts? I really want to see a good, clean, fresh Myers mask again. We will talk about that, but I think it definitely will be. I think they're gonna, in my opinion, I think they're gonna open up with the truck scene, or close to it. They're gonna set us, or maybe they're gonna open up with the Myers in the burning house scene, show us how he breaks out, and then someone's gonna have they're going to say something, and then they're going to go into a flashback mode. Who knows? It could be Lori when she's sitting in the hospital. I don't know, Dick. I'm just guessing 100%. But flashback scene's going to be dope.
I think the 78 flashback probably starts at the very beginning of the movie.
Yeah, that's possible too. It could.
I think it's just easy. It's clean. It's like, hey, let's get this shit out of the way because everybody wants to see it.
And also the title drop. You end the flashback sequence with a badass title drop, which, by the way, nobody's talking about that. But after how good of a title drop they did with the inflating pumpkin in 2018, I think it's really exciting, almost like a Bond film, to see how they're going to open this film up. How they're going to top that. It was really cool.
I would love the opening title sequence to be like Loomis shooting that motherfucker off the balcony and him falling, and it was like right when he hit the ground, it was like boom, 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 and it was like show the bullet holes going in to the fucking pumpkin.
Or just like Myers like slowly fucking running away from the grassy knoll, like in that scene in 2018 where the sheriff showed up and Michael just like walks down the steps like he can't hear him shouting Michael, and he just completely ignores him like he got caught shoplifting a fucking pepperoni and like walks down the steps. I gotta piss. I'm gonna hurt myself.
I gotta go pee too.
I'm about to burst. Don't push me because I'm close to the edge.
Okay, I'm about to break. The fucking paperclip, the song from Linkin Park. See you, Laura. Bye. Ashley Pendleton says, I love Evil Dead, but I think Evil Dead 2 is way better. Yeah, I would agree with you. I think that Evil Dead is one of, like, honestly, I remember watching Evil Dead back in, like, the 90s, and I was scared as fuck. Like, it scared the shit out of me. My uncle rented that, and then the Night of the Living Dead remake, Tom Savini direct, and I followed my uncle around for, like, 2 fucking weeks because I was, like, terrified and shit like that. And then I showed it to somebody else in high school. Like, I was dating somebody, and I showed them, and they were, like, laughing. I was like, why are you laughing? Like, that shit's scary. Like, that shit is fucking terrifying. Are you kidding me? And she's like, it's stupid. I was like, you're stupid. You have a stupid face. You have a stupid nose. But Evil Dead 2, way superior. Funny. It's got a lot of like it really shows the Bruce Campbell Ash that we all grow to love. Um, yes, Action, Action. I love your name, dude. He's like finally alone with Jay. Action. I love that. I love fucking you know what I'm talking about. Big Trouble in Little China. Jesus, Egg, what is this? Mike's evil grimace chairs back. Yeah, that shit does look fucking evil. You know what? Looking at it when he's not in the chair, it actually looks like Mike watched the fucking Ring and he's already been like, his face has been like Egyptian sand sucked out of his mouth. And so he's just lying somewhere. And this is the aftermath. And I just hope that fucking Samara bitch don't show up. Yandi, why do y'all pee? Because we do pee before the show. We pee and poop probably. But the thing is, when you're drinking adult beverages like Capri Sun or whatever, you got to go pee in the toilet. And I just don't have, I pee a lot. And once you break the seal, it's over. Susanna Devala. Goonies? Stephanie says, I used to laugh like the chick at Evil Dead and scare me. I would be fucking pissed if you like that shit was scary. That was one of the scary parts. Danny, hey, you doing, Danny James? Hope you're doing well. Your name is Danny. I hope you're not that little shit from the Overlook. And if you are, well, good luck to you in the future. I hope those ghosties don't break out and ruin your day from your little mind locks. What the fuck was that? If you could always do that, why did you do that? Anyway. Hi, Elijah. Thanks so much. Tomo, I'm not the only one with the old man's bladder. If you can notice, Mike's going to the bathroom just as much times. We go pee-pee because I don't want to pee. I'm not wearing my Depends right now, sir. Or girl. I can't just sit here and piss myself, okay? I'm not going to fucking goddamn baby Huey it and just pee on the floor. Just for fix your hairline, we'll fix your sex life. How about that one? You can fix your sex life. I'll fix my hairline for you. Marco Villatoro. Jay, have you seen the movie Clown? And if so, you think it was a good enough movie to see them make a second part? Yes, I did see that movie, and I actually liked it a lot. Clown was one of those few movies that I didn't really have high expectations going in, but when I watched it, I was like, it's pretty fucking dark. It's pretty scary. I actually wouldn't mind seeing the sequel, but I think that the sequel, I can't remember. I can't remember the ending to that movie, but I guess it did open itself up for a sequel. I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel to that. Okay. Thank you so much, A Shadows, and thank you, by the way, for your Marco. A Shadow says, I'd take Samaria over Kyoko. Yeah, I guess you could, because I mean you can avoid Samara. You just don't fucking watch that bullshit tape. That shit is like bad. Austin Creed. I love it. The last name. Sup guys, sup man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. I love you. Danny. Oh man, it's all good. You guys make our day every day. Tomo says Mike has the granny bladder. Okay, well, I guess we take that damn thing off, Bill Cosby. Sean O'Brien. No, it's not. I actually got the salmon shirt that's still in the closet hanging up, ready to be revealed once more.
The old salmon shirt.
Hey, this asshole fucking said, hey, Jay, fix your hairline. I said, fix your sex life. Fucking prick.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I'm sorry that I don't know. I really feel like he's the guy that would have a Harley Davidson that wants to rev it up because his dick is the size of an infant's, and he just feels really bad about that situation in his pants.
Yeah. Hey, if you're gonna talk shit about people's looks, send us.
Let us roast you, dude. I never say a goddamn word. But if you're gonna come at me, bitch, I will fucking come at you with full cannons blazing. I promise you. I will ruin you and melt your fucking face, then shit in your lips. It'd be over. Over.
Did you get Jarvis's super chat?
Yeah, I don't think I got Jarvis.
Okay, thanks, Jarvis, man. Guys, if you've seen those fucking awesome edits and those videos brought back to life, it's all the magic of Jarvis Patrick magic.
Fucking awesome, man.
J Jarvis Supernaturals, I like to call him. Hello, duders. Me late. I forgot how creepy Michael's breathing was when I formed the Halloween 78 trailer. I had goosebumps listening to it. Another amazing edit. Yeah, dude, his breathing is like, it sounds like someone who's got a throbbing member.
I thought you said a throbbing cock. It's like when you're like leaning in your girl's ear, like, oh, how much more are you going to tease me?
Potato, member, cock, whatever. Relieve yourself, sir.
Thank you so much.
Elijah Harris says, hi, guys. Hey, Elijah, thank you, man. Intel Wild says, hey, Jay, nothing too specific, but in general, what do you do for a 9.5? I don't know which one of these Jay got to, so I'll wait on these a little bit. Those are specifically for Jay. A Shadow says, I'd take Samara over Kyoko, though. I would, too, actually. I would, too. Austin Creed says, sup, guys? Thanks, Austin. Really appreciate that, man. Elijah says, have you guys seen House of Wax 2005? Funny that you should say that, sir, because tomorrow on our Patreon, for all tiers of the Patreon members, we are doing a review stream that were picked by our top Patreon members. We're doing House of Wax, Alf the Christmas special. No shit, that's a real fucking thing. And Solomon Kane, we're doing reviews of that. For anybody, $1 tier all the way up to whatever tier is going to be able to enjoy that live stream tomorrow night at 9 p.m. For you guys. So you'll get us our thoughts on it. I've never seen it. I'm going to watch it tomorrow before the stream. Lil Bob, Lit Bob. Bob's fucked up. Take the mic to the toilet. I want to hear the splashes. I mean, buddy, there's a cost for that. You got to pay for that. And I'll do it live too. I'll do it in a Walmart bathroom like those girls who like touch themselves in like dressing rooms. But except for I'll just pee. I feel like this got off top. We lost the plot. I'm really sorry, everyone. That has to imagine what that looks like. Drew Clayton, thank you, says, did you guys see the trailer for Kevin Bacon's new movie, You Should Have Left? From Blumhouse, pretty solid cast, and the book was fantastic. Dude, I know I've mentioned me watch the movie! WeWatchedTheMovie.com several times, but I actually did a story on that today and gave my thoughts on the trailer. So go to WeWatchedTheMovie.com. We're always putting up articles and shit on there. I think it looks good, but I wonder why it's going to direct to VOD, considering that Blumhouse released Truth or Dare and Fantasy Island theatrically, and apparently they never had plans to release this. When you got Kevin Bacon and Amanda Seyfried in this movie that looks really cool and is based apparently on a really good book, it scares me the fact that it's going to direct to VOD and it was always planned that way, especially after watching Into the Darkness or whatever that Kevin Bacon Blumhouse movie was before. But I still want to see it. I think it looks dope as shit. Serena Rodriguez, pickle. Yeah, it did get real sexual. It was naughty. Naughty. Yo! Lit Bob. What's up, Jordan? So gassy.
What's up, man? I mean, you never referred to me as Jordan before, but I'm glad you think I'm the greatest, dog. Number 23 for life.
All right, guys. One little thing I wanted to mention before we get into the Halloween kill stuff that I know everybody wanted to hear. Well, first, actually, Jay, there was a couple super chats that were directed directly at you that I didn't know if you got or not. Intel Wild said, hey, Jay, nothing too specific, but in general, what would you do for a 9.5?
For a 9.5?
Yeah, I don't know if that means a movie or like a dick. What would you do for a 9.5?
I don't know. Suck a cock? Like, I don't know what does that mean? Like a 9.5 earthquake? Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't.
And then Marco V. Villatoro says, Jay, have you seen the movie Clown? And if so,
I got to that one. Yeah, okay. We talked about that.
Yeah,
one.
We did a review for that, man.
That was a fucking awesome. I told him, I was like, yeah, that movie is actually surprisingly really good.
Yeah. What up, Derek? A Shadow said, oh yeah, I got to that one. Okay. And Elijah Harris says, hi guys. Hey. Okay, so now we have reached the darkness of the precipice of the darkness of the precipice of the darkness.
We're getting in there. We're getting in there.
In your dark holes for those who want to know. One thing I do want to mention really quick is Candyman. There's some news that's coming out with Candyman, and not really because it's confusing as fuck, because somebody tweeted to Tony Todd, and they were like, can we just get a date for when this movie is going to come out? I really want to watch it on VOD. And Tony Todd just responded with a theatrical release date. And a lot of people took that as Tony Todd saying it's going to come to VOD on that date. But I'm not sure he really knew or understood what he was saying, or maybe he didn't mean it that way. All he did was say the theatrical release date. So I don't think that's any sign that it's going to go to VOD. I actually sent him a private message on Twitter, and he didn't see it yet. So when he does see it...
He doesn't. I like that mysterious way he answers it, though. You know what? Basically, Tony Todd is reverting to his character in Final Destination, just giving you, like, the smallest bits. He's like, Fire is the way of the life. You're like, what?
So Tony Todd.
What does that mean?
That's so Hansel.
Yeah, that Hansel's so hot right now. But yeah, like I like the fact that he's like mysteriously answering shit on Twitter, and it's like his character. Like that's exactly what I would do. It's like, can we get some news? Can we get some updates? What's going on? And be like, soon the sun sets in the southern west sky, and then light falls through the clouds, and then just put a hashtag like release date. Like, what does that mean?
Before the fall grows in, tell me that
You know
you
what?
like.
I think I saw the Candyman thing, which I guess that they're gonna. There's a lot of speculation that it's actually going to go down the way that it's going to release VOD and theatrical at the same time. But I like that. I think that's a good idea.
That's where the speculation came from, though. It's from that tweet. And, like, sites are picking it up and they're running it as if it's fact, but he never clarified.
Well, no, but somebody did follow up on the tweet, though, the VOD thing, and then he, like, retweeted it or something. Like, he, like, did something with it.
He just retweeted it. But, again, I'm not sure, and no disrespect to Tony Todd, I'm not sure he realizes what he's saying. Like, because it seemed like the guy was just asking for a date, and he gave him a date. He never said it was going to be a VOD. Nia DaCosta the director never came out and said it was going to be a VOD. Blumhouse, Universal, nobody's announced VOD.
Right.
You're unplugged, sir.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to do my Nirvana thing now. I'm ready for holes.
Tell me, where did you sleep last night?
What was that terrible rendition that they did it on the guy that covered Nirvana, and it was like, it was fucking awful. It made your it made it made your skin come off like a Mortal Kombat fatality and crawl away.
Puddle of Mud.
The first thing I've ever heard.
Puddle of Mud covered "A Bad Girl" by Nirvana, and he was like, "I need anything else."
That's just bad. I was like, dude, that motherfucker was freebasing PCP right before he fucking sang that song.
Dude, you gotta watch it. You got just leave a Puddle of Mud Nirvana cover on YouTube and you pull it up, because even his bass player's like.
That's when you know it's bad. Like, that motherfucker is ruining everything right now.
I do with an air
Exactly. You know his bass player was like, God damn, man, we got to get another lead singer. This shit's fucking horrible. This motherfucker sucks asshole. It sounds like he's fucking singing through a trumpet that's backward.
Oh, fuck, that shit was so funny, dude.
Oh, man.
I was dying laughing at that shit.
Yeah, it was awful, dude. That was one of the most cringy fucking things. You know, like, when you watch those shows, like, you know, you would watch a Saved by the Bell episode or, like, a Friends episode or something, and, like, an awkward moment happens, and you change the channel really quick, and you're like, I can't be a part of that. I can't. It's so bad. And, like, he should have followed it. I was like, they fucking hate me.
Which the guy can it's fucked up because the guy can actually sing, but just that song for some reason doing it acoustically is like, I do.
Yeah, I swear to God, I wish he had just said, he's like, dude, we are not a cover band, we're a tribute band. It was awful. But yeah, but anyway, the VOD thing, as far as like Candyman is concerned, I think it'd be a good commonality. I think it's a good middle ground if it goes that way, because I know that Universal is prone to that. They actually are on board. They're well, I think the article said it right. I don't remember the one I read, but it was like it was trailblazing the VOD. And I think that they are looking strongly at the idea of having a theatrical release for the people that want to go see it in theaters, and for the people that want to stay home in the comfort of their home because they're not ready to go out and face the music. Bill and Ted. They, you know, and that option's available, and it's actually a bigger bang for them because then they can get the theatrical ticket, sales and the VOD.
Yeah, but dude, the thing about that is like the studios and the movie theaters are fighting over that. Like, if they come out and they release that shit VOD the same day it goes movie theaters, then they're gonna go through this whole thing where they're gonna ban Universal, and they still haven't sorted that out yet. So that would be literally starting a war, and that would fuck everything up, and then that would lead to us not being able to see Halloween Kills in theaters because at least AMC theaters would be boycotting it. But I think all that's going to get settled. I don't think Candyman's going to VOD. That's just one ugly guy's opinion, but that's how I feel. Until Wild said, sorry guys, I meant 9-to-5 job, LOL. What would you do for a 9-to-5 job? I think the same answer applies. Suck a dick.
Yeah, that's a long time sucking cock, though. I mean, I better be a high-end call girl then at that point. If I'm sucking 9 to 5, I better walk back home with $5,000 a night, bitch.
Amazing job with the
Dolly. I was like 9 to. It's like working 9 to 5. The Dolly Parton song.
Then it turns into Roxanne.
Well, no, until recently, before those cocksmokers fucking said goodbye to me, without even a fucking celebration or parade. I worked CVS. I worked as a pharmacy tech. Those fucking bitch smokers. I hope they all fucking die of Xanax poison in their lungs. I hate them. They're my favorite.
I was going to be silent to make it awkward for you.
You did a good job of it because I felt like I was like, oh shit, did I go too far?
I do with the Daniel Combs, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that. He says, hey guys, glad to be back again after a bit of a hiatus. Thank you for all the smiles. May I request a Loomis opinion on pineapple on pizza? That's a good one.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
I love it.
You like your pizza? So now you like pepperoni, you like sausage, you like mushroom. Unless you're disgusting, you like anchovies. You disgusting human being walking on legs. You're filth. But then somebody says, hey, Dr. Loomis, hey, you know what I want to do? I want to get pineapples on my pizza. And then I look at them like I want them to disintegrate in front of my face. We're not in Hawaii. When? Goddamn North Dakota, wherever you are. You're not in Hawaii. Why you want to get goddamn pineapple on your pizza? You disgust me. But then again, if you are drunk, it doesn't matter. You got the sweet and you got the salty flavor and the cheese flavor of the pizza combining to make one megazord of a flavor taste and explosion in your mouth. I suppose that's okay.
Hawaiian explosion.
Hawaiian, you don't want that.
It's a Kona.
That goddamn Hawaiian crush. Nasty.
I don't know. You know what? Honestly, though, I don't mind pineapple on my pizza. I've had it before. It's not bad.
I think it's tasty as fuck,
Yeah,
man.
it's not bad at all. It's so weird that there's like it's literally like an underground revolutionary war going on between pizza like people. It's like it was like, do you support the redcoats? Do you support the redcoats?
Did he die?
It's like you're like, what do you mean the redcoats? Like, well, if you support the redcoats, then you want just regular pizza. But if you support the blue coats, you want pineapple on the. We are the revolution, Paul Revere. Come on our side. Like, fuck you.
Take that damn mask off.
Take that damn thing off.
Dark Harvest, thank you very much, and thank you very much, Danny. Appreciate it, man. Dark Harvest, thank you. Says, hey guys, it's Alex. Would you two want to be in my Halloween Returns fan film once it's safe? That is. Well, there's a lot of strings attached to that, Alex. I don't know exactly what that means, my friend, but I'm not taking my clothes off. But maybe I'll take my clothes off. Times are hard.
We are open to a lot of things, including donkey shows in Tijuana. So
wouldn't be the first time.
Let us see what the winds bring. Let us see what the winds bring.
Yeah, that's a loaded question, full of baked potatoes. But thank you, Dark Harvest, Alex. Preston Parsons, thanks, man. Says, hey guys, can't wait for Evil Dead now. Me too, man. We're fucking psyched.
I'm gonna go back and watch
Even if
Evil
it's
Dead
called
now.
Evil Dead now.
No, fuck that.
Evil Dead now? Meow. Now.
Yeah, but if they do a sequel, they could call it Evil Dead Now Volume 2. All the hits.
That's stupid. I swear to God, dude, I wouldn't give a shit, and I love Bruce Campbell, but if I'd been in that meeting room and he'd be like, what do you guys think about Evil Dead Now? I'm like, that's stupid. I mean, are you an actor or a fucking idiot? Like, I don't know which one you are. Because it's really, like, hard right now. The lines are blurring. What? You big old butt chin sexy man, big chin man.
I think it has to do with time travel. I think that's why. I think it's going to be a timeline thing. But anyways. Marco V. Villatoro, thank you so much, man. It says, Mike and Jay, have you guys seen the movie franchise for Hatchet? Kane Hodder plays Victor Crowley. Do you think it's a simple ripoff to Jason and Friday the 13th with its similarities? Is it still a good movie? I don't think it's a ripoff, because if you're going to call that a ripoff, you have to call like almost all slasher movies a ripoff of one thing or another. And I like Adam Green, and I love what those guys do with their podcast and everything. And I enjoyed Hatchet 1, 2, and I think I've only missed one of them, but I enjoy the movies. They're fun, they're simple, they're a good time in the Crotchel region. I
don't think I've actually explored that region of North America yet.
Yeah,
I don't think I've gone to the Grand Canyon of Hatchets.
I know.
I don't want to go there ever. There's a lot of crabs and smelly situations.
We do need to do it. Since you've never seen it, we need to do like a man versus movie.
Well, I thought we were actually at one point. I thought we were going to do a man versus movie on the Hatchet series.
Which, if you guys don't know, Man vs. Movie, we sit down in one day and we watch an entire franchise and do reviews as we deiterate into shit. brains, which is pretty
It's so
much
fun.
where we are
It's
now.
so fun, but it's also scary. It's like, how much more can my liver take?
We did the whole Wrong Turn franchise together,
Oh, God,
6
dude,
movies in one day, and we were ready to fucking murder each
I
other.
look like that melty motherfucker in RoboCop by the end of that. Like, oh, like, kill me.
I look like the guy from Men in Black. Is like sugar water, sugar water. But yeah, thanks, man. Intel Wild says,
Oh, by
I
the way, I
love
want to
pineapple,
point out,
but not on
somebody
pizza.
said Joe Maderio says, Drag Me to Hell is badass, by the way.
Fucking love
Drag Me
that
to Hell
movie,
is a really
man.
good fucking movie.
I love Drag Me to Hell. I think it's underrated as shit. But all right, guys, let's get into it. By the way, Intel Wild says, I love pineapple, but not on pizza. Thank you.
That's true.
I disagree. I love pineapple on everything.
I think when you're drunk, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. Like, they'd be like, hey, do you want to eat this bull penis? Sounds good. Is it fried?
I don't think
Fuck yeah, dip it in butter.
I don't think I'd want pineapple in a burrito. But apart from that,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
if you're
tweak
drunk
the
at
plaid.
Applebee's, like, hey, we got this bull penis and we dipped it in fucking butter and we got like sprinkles on it. You want it? Like, yeah. Are you asking me? How much is it? 25 cents. Yep. That's all I got.
And if you go to Applebee's at a certain time at night, they do have food for 25 cents. Jessica Kendall, thank you, says, do you guys watch Impractical Jokers? Kane Hodder had a small part as a bodyguard in their movie. Dude, listen.
Love it.
Yeah, we've watched that show together before, and Jay brought me over to his house one time, and he was like, dude, you gotta watch this shit. And still to this day, when I think about it, I laugh my ass off. It was the one where they were in a restaurant, and they were pretending they were waiters, and he goes up to this table, and he's got a bowl of potato, and he's like, what did he fucking say? I can't even say it. It was like,
Mashed potatoes?
Potato.
So you want the tato? I got the tatos. You want the tatos? I got the tatos. Mashed potatoes.
Stop potatoes.
I love Joe, man. Joe is probably one of my favorite ones. Sal's funny as fuck, but Sal is funny because he laughs so much.
Yeah.
Like he literally breaks down fucking laughing, crying, and pulling people down with him behind the scenes because he's laughing so hard.
I've had several good times watching that shit, man. That's a funny ass show. All right, and they literally got their own TV station out of it.
Oh,
like,
Scoopsy.
Oh yeah,
Scoopsy potato. Yeah, that's right. Denny got it.
Scoopsy potato.
Scoopsy potato. You got the scoopsies, I got the tato. Scoopsy potato.
Scoopsy potato. That reminds me of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where Uncle Phil was on a diet, so he couldn't eat, and he was like reminiscing about Thanksgiving, and he was like, "And pillowy mounds of mashed potatoes."
Pillowy mounds. Pillowy mounds.
Preston Parsons says, have you guys seen The Beyond by Lucio Fulci? No, that is not one. I know you've mentioned that before, dude. I've not seen that one. We've only seen the ones we've done the reviews for on Patreon. You guys stuck us into the whole Fulci thing, and we've done reviews for those on Patreon, but I've never seen that one. Have you seen The Beyond, Jay?
The Beyond?
Beyond
No.
this dick?
What's beyond the dick is balls.
Balls? Maybe a taint if you go
The
further into it?
saturation, yeah, you go into the Shadowlands of fucking Lion King and you start exploring the gooch. Beyond the dick.
It is I who fuck the dragon, fuck-a-lizing, fuck-a-loo.
Yeah,
Stephen
if you was
Coors.
like, hey, have you guys seen The Beyond? It's like, no. It's like, you should drop this acid.
Beyond these nuts.
You should drop these acid, put these nuts in your fucking mouth. I'm like, okay.
Stephen Coors says, thoughts on I Know What You Did Last Summer and Craft and their upcoming remakes. I Know What You Did Last Summer. We did a full commentary on it. I think it was I like it because of the nostalgia, but it's not a good movie whatsoever.
It's a B. Not that it's a B movie, but it's such an obvious ripoff of what's going on with Scream. It's like, well, your friend is going to like goddamn Dolce and Gabbana, and I got to go over here to fucking Walmart and get my shit.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
And then The Craft,
I guess.
I liked The Craft. Didn't fall in love with it. I just love the 90s-ness of it, but it's got a lot of fucking issues with it. I'm not obsessed with it, but I did like it. I did enjoy it.
Gee, I remember The Craft. It's been a while. I got to watch that. Stiff as a feather, light as a board. Stiff as a feather, light as a board.
The 90s-ness alone is worth it.
That's what I say right before I come. Stiff as a feather, light as a board. Stiff as a feather, light as a board.
That's how you get hard when you got whiskey dick.
That's true. It's what you try. You try to do like any kind of magic you can to bring it back to life. No, dude. I remember that one main girl. And you always said she had a huge mouth, but I always thought she was attractive. Like she was like one of those like secret fucks.
I don't know
like
why.
that she would do nasty things in a Burger King bathroom.
Dude, I love goth chicks, and something about her makes me want to throw myself
but dude,
into
she
a
would
fire.
get
I don't like
fucking
her.
crazy. Like, you know what we did? We let a squirrel watch his fuck in the park. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, dude. She brought a squirrel and it was in a cage and she set it up on the tree and she let it watch his fuck.
She made
like,
me punch her in the face and call her Teddy.
Yeah, and then she like made me like grab her leg and she wanted me to do the figure four like Ric Flair and then fuck her somehow. That didn't work out because my dick don't stretch
It
like
won't
Mr. Fantastic,
reach.
but it was wild.
I can't, motherfucker. It hurts.
That shit was wild.
All right, we're going to talk Halloween Kills news. Sorry, Drew. Sorry, everybody. We're into the Halloween Kills news now, and we're going to talk about it. Thank you guys, by the way, for sharing the chat and stuff. We're up to 433 people right now listening to our disgusting asses. So thank you guys. If you're new here, please subscribe. We love your butts. But okay, so Halloween Kills. Listen, I'm going to give you a chance right now. If you know at all, it's been on Dread Central, it's been on major websites. It was a spoiler. It should have remained a spoiler. It should have remained hidden into the darkness, and nobody should have known about it. But it has been picked up by major publications. But if you haven't heard any news regarding a certain character's return from Halloween Kills over the past week, and you really don't want to know, I want to give you a chance to leave the chat. I hate to do that because we don't want to lose viewers or whatever, but I don't want to fucking ruin this for everybody like it was ruined for us and so many people. Because it should have never been a major story. It should have been kept in the darkness, Michael. It should have been kept there. So I'm going to talk shit for another 10 seconds or so before I get into it. So if you really don't want to know, please feel free to leave. Again, it's pretty well known at this point. You'll probably be spoiled on it either way, but still, yeah, we want to be fair. But before we get into that part, what we'll talk about is the rumors out there right now that there is a Halloween Kills trailer that is going to be released within the next 2 weeks. That's a rumor. It's a huge rumor. I'm not calling anybody a liar. I'm not saying it's not true. What I am saying is that, and they say they have a source and whatever, and that may be true, but the fact of the matter is that it's one of those we got this covered things. The website we got this covered. They'll just say something. And I'm not saying this person's doing that, but we got this covered will just say something that makes sense. Like, okay, the Halloween trailer came out in June last year. We're running up against it. Tenet is going to release in theaters on the 17th. A betting man would probably place a bet that we will see the trailer in the next 2 weeks. So it just could be someone throwing shit at the wall. And if it sticks, then they look like they were right, and then they can use that to get clicks on other articles in the future, which is what We Got This Covered does. But I'm not saying I don't believe it. It's very likely the trailer comes out in the next 2 weeks, but I don't know if that's a fact or not. Sorry, I don't know where to really go with that.
All right, guys, here's the big spoiler.
I'm gay.
And Love and Dick, like since 1988, D. Snyder appears as Dr. Loomis in the flashback sequences. And, you know, if you guys are familiar with his character in Strangeland, it gets weird. It gets completely wild. And Twisted Sister is obviously going to be doing the soundtrack.
No, shot him 6 times! Shot him 6 times!
Should we fucking do... Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess technically we already said it early on because I was a dumbass.
Well, a little bit. But no, the first thing I wanted to talk about is like the rumor that the trailer's going to be out in the next 2 weeks. But, I mean, like...
well...
Probably it will be. You know? I mean, like, makes sense. What I think, my personal opinion, is that Tenet, however the fuck you say it. Oh, I'm thinking through Christopher Nolan. I gotta do weird shit backwards. Fucking Tenet.
I like to design the bat suit without a place for him to pee. That's what I like. I like to create a completely functional inside suit, and that's what he is. Batman doesn't pee.
I think that like if Tenet is gonna be in theaters on July 17th, then then. Obviously, the Halloween Kills people probably want the movie to play in front of a trailer, but maybe July's just a little bit too late. But if they get it close to that date, it can also play in front of that movie, and they can release it a little bit early. I never subscribed to the idea that just because Halloween 2018's trailer came out in June, it was going to come out in June of this year. Ryan Turk himself came out and tweeted, he was like, just because we did that last time doesn't mean we're going to do that this time. And again, they don't need to drive up the excitement for this movie the way they needed to drive up excitement for Halloween coming out of the darkness after so many years this time around. They could drop it later and still get the same buzz for it. There's a chance it doesn't come out in June at all, but honestly, if you put a gun to my head, I'd say, yeah, probably the next 2 weeks. What?
Yeah, I agree. Justice for Harambe, your sex life looks like desperate and depressed.
Uh-oh.
Your shit's starting to piss me off. And, dude, if you really want me to go full on you, I will. because I bet I could fucking pull up shit and make fun of you all day long.
Don't be a
I bet
cunt.
you haven't had sex since fucking, I don't know, the fucking war in 1812. Bitch, I'll bet you're fucking like 5'4" with a goddamn like dick problem, and you look down every day and wish that you had a fucking father that left you a bigger dick. Like, that's probably what you think about every day. You little fucking vagina, little looking motherfucker. Shut the fuck up before I really blast your ass up.
And he doesn't even know anything about you, slut.
No, I mean, his name is Justice for Harambe, so obviously you think more about sucking an ape stick than fucking getting with a girl. So, I don't know, maybe think about that. Oh, it's a gorilla. It's a gorilla. You little fucking Cincinnati Zoo motherfucker. Whatever.
Hang on. I gotta, where's the button?
Hold on a minute. No, wait a minute. Your hairline's so far back that you need binoculars to see it. Dude, your dick is so far back that they thought it was a vagina when you came out of your mom. So how about that? Like, they had to take a fucking pair of tweezers to pull your dick out just to make sure that you were actually a male, you piece of garbage juice. So, suck a big old fat fucking dick, and I'll make sure I put it in your mouth and just leave that in there, and then you can have that, because I know that's what you want, you little hoe.
I put him on time. I put him on timeout.
I want to point out. I don't want to, like, you know, it feels like I'm just kicking a guy with like one leg or something, and he's doing a potato sack run. Okay, so he's a fucking obvious an idiot. But I want to point out that Drum Dums is here. Lee, how you doing, sir? A sexy being that he is. He's popped in to say hello. No, he really is here.
Oh, hey, Drum Drums. No, I knew. I believed you. I put that dick hole on timeout, so it's cool. People are dicks, man. People are dicks.
No, I'm only doing that because I just want people to, you know, like I'm telling you guys, it's just funny to me.
But yeah, no. So, Halloween Kills.
It's great. Yeah, I hope
like
it comes
Jay
out
just
in 2
killed
weeks.
that guy. Halloween Kills.
No, I hope it comes out in 2 weeks. I'm excited about it. Like, look, if the Halloween Kills trailer drops in 2 weeks, obviously we've been expecting it. We want it to come out. Like, everybody's excited for it, and if it comes out in 2 weeks, which would be what date is that?
2 weeks? I was just saying within 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, I'm all good for that. Like, at the same, we've all been waiting a long time. We've been patiently waiting. I'm also still curious of whether or not, like, I think a lot's going to be told on the Tenet movie and how well that does before they decide if they're going to keep the October date.
Well, I just think that, like, if Tenet comes out on July 17th, it gives them a movie to play the movie in front of, so obviously that would make sense. And again, I just want to say, Ryan Turk said it himself, that it's just because it came out in June doesn't mean it's going to come out in June this time. I think, you know, it's either going to be in the next 2 weeks, as the rumor is, or it's going to be a couple days before July 17th, and then it'll show in front of that. But nobody knows. I mean, maybe somebody has some insider information. We've heard that a lot before. Again, I'm not calling anybody a liar, but we have heard that a lot before, especially with a franchise like this. But the good news is, guys, we got to get it within a month and a week, right? I mean, it's got to be within that time. Surely, probably. I hope so. I just really can't wait to see it.
I think it should be on Independence Day. Like, drop that bitch on July 4th. Everybody's barbecuing and be like, holy fuck!
Celebrate your freedom.
Fuck that.
By
I'm gonna go watch
Michael killed freely. But yeah, so, okay, and the big thing is that we gave everybody a chance to leave if they wanted to. I really fucking hate that we even have to talk about this because I think it's horse shit.
You want to? Do you really want to do that?
Yeah, I do, because it's open news now. Like, it's on Dread Central. Like, it's on big websites. I got, like, Halloween alerts set up in my Gmail, right? So, like, I get constant emails, and, like, dude, like, hundreds of websites has covered it by now. Somebody told somebody at a website called Dark Universe that Loomis was going to be in Halloween Kills, that they had seen the movie and they were at the test screening or whatever it was. I don't know the exacts about it, but they said that they knew through a source that Loomis does make an appearance in Halloween Kills in the flashback sequence. Now, that should have just been left at that, but other websites picked it up, so now it's mainline news, and it's a spoiler for fucking everybody. It sucks, man. First off, in the words of fucking Kurt Russell and Tango and Cash, this whole thing just fucking sucks. Like, just
you're gonna do that?
Why?
Rambo is a pussy.
Like, dude, we've been told things from people who were at the test screenings. Like, we know certain things about the movie that audiences don't know, and we easily could have fucking came on here and be like, let's get some fucking YouTube views and fucking put it out there for everybody to see. But we didn't, because we don't want to fucking ruin the movie for people, because we're all fans. Like, it's not worth. I know that COVID's out, guys. I know that COVID's out there and shit's fucking hard right now. But do you really need clicks that fucking badly that you got to ruin the experience for people? God damn!
I got 3 illegitimate children. I need clicks, motherfucker. my child support coming up. Okay, yeah. So Loomis is, like Mike said, supposed to appear in the movie at some point. A flashback sequence, obviously, to the 78, the film. The thing about it is, though, they're going to have to cast a new Loomis, which is, you know, ooh, that's a, you know what I mean? Like, because you got to make him look like, now you're actually going to play off Donald Pleasance. You know what I mean? You're going to play off of that particular version of him. So you're going to have to cast somebody that looks like him, that's able to do that kind of thing. It's not going to be Malcolm McDowell. Malcolm McDowell was doing his own Dr. Loomis.
That would be too much of a tie-in.
No, I know, but it was his own version. So, but this is going to be the version that you saw in 78. I think what's going to ultimately happen, though, is you're not going to see a huge part of Dr. Loomis. I think that they want to move past the Dr. Loomis scenario with Michael, even though I love that idea. But you'll see, like, I think we talked about this before stream. You'll probably see a silhouette or something of him talking to the sheriff or something like that. And then the guy that did the voice for Donald Pleasance in the beginning of Halloween 2018 was good. And then you might hear him talking or something, and that's all you're going to see. Yeah. Because I don't want them going and fucking having a scene where he's going to, like, have a sit down with Michael and be like, you know, you shouldn't be killing people, Michael. What are you doing? You're a 6-year-old child. You know, I know you have blank poopy eyes, and I don't like them. You stabbed me, and you know what I want to do? I want to kung fu your face. Like, they're not going to have one of those. But you know what I think they could do is they could do something where maybe Dr. Loomis was maybe pleading with the higher ups, like, this child is evil. He must be destroyed.
I think. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's all I was going to say.
No, I don't think so, man. I think the only thing you're going to see Loomis is in the flashback of the Nights, that night's events, tying it together, the scene with Lonnie, all that stuff that was going on. Maybe you see him in there, and you know, there's I don't think they add anything new with Loomis. I think you get a follow-up from that scene. In my opinion, you'll get a follow-up from that scene where he looks over the rail and Michael's gone. Because as they mentioned in the first movie with Will Patton's character, he gets arrested, some shit happened, they almost killed him, blah, blah, blah. But I think that you'll see some of Loomis in that situation. The chat's a lot of stuff about Loomis coming back as CGI.
I thought about that too.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Not in my opinion. I never thought that he would be. I thought that would look weird, and I thought that would be really expensive to do for a movie that's on a lower budget, and for a movie that you have an amazing special effects team for. Right. You don't need to use CGI to create a new Loomis. You have makeup people. You have Chris Nelson. You have all these people on there. I don't see why you would think that you needed to pay all that money to CGI a Loomis up. I don't see that at all. Really, but I never have.
I'm agreeing with you though, man. Like, it's such a fucking Yellowstone fuck in our asshole that somebody spooled that. You know what I mean? Yeah. That we even have to talk about it, because how cool would that have been? You know, to go into the theater and you see fucking Loomis. That would have been amazing for Halloween fans. Like, that would have been on the fucking level of, like, holy shit, that's fucking actually Dr. Loomis, and he's got the trench coat on and the whole thing. But yeah, the CG thing though, yeah, like the budget is going to be kept kind of low, and it do CG like that, like to make it look like Donald Pleasance, a younger Donald Pleasance from 1978, would cost a shit ton of fucking, like, it would cost like goddamn Disney Star Wars tit money, and they're not going to use that much. So I think they're going to recast him. They're not going to. I mean, you could get guys that look like him, but I think that they'll keep it at a distance, and you'll just hear him. You'll see a silhouette and him talking or something like that.
Yeah, and again, like, imagine this though. Imagine if you bring a guy in. Like, at first you're like. And again, I think there was rumors that it was supposed to be involved in Halloween 2018, and then they changed their minds when they decided, let's keep this contained and then do a sequel if we can. I think it may have been Loomis. I think I remember was supposed to be in the original one, and then they changed their mind off of it. But dude, to me, what happens if you have a small part like you're mentioning, right? And like, we're just gonna have him be in the shadows. We're only gonna give Loomis a couple lines. And then whoever they get to do it shows up on set. And again, the makeup team does an amazing job. He looks dead on. He has a cold. And the actor that shows up fucking nails the voice, sounds dead. And you're like, we're watching this. We're watching the dailies, or we're watching on the screen, or whatever it is they do. And they're watching it, and they're like, this dude fucking kills. And they're like, Halloween kills. And then they're like, let's go back and like add some lines to it, because we have somebody who's really believable as Donald Pleasance, as Dr. Loomis right now. We gotta use this to our advantage. And maybe, who knows, maybe they even went back wrote extra lines and extended his scenes, showed him a little bit more on camera, and we could get something fucking balls to the wall amazing. That would be pretty fucking dope.
I'm into that. But it's also kind of weird for me too. Like I love the fact that Loomis is going to be in it, or like in a flashback sequence, obviously, and they're gonna expand on that character and have him have maybe an interaction with Michael at some point that we haven't seen before. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm kind of weirded out because it's like, man, Donald Pleasance did such an incredible job. Like his legacy is, what it is. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. And to go back and retouch on shit like that, and like because I always felt like they were trying to move away from the animal pack of how most Halloween see Michael. We all see Michael in this the way that John Carpenter wrote him, and I feel like going back and having the flashback sequence with Loomis, even though you did have basically a flashback sequence in Halloween 2018 when he has the him talking about Michael, you kind of have that too, but I don't know, it's kind of two different sides for me. Like I want to see it and I love it, and I love that Loomis is in it, but at the same time, like I wouldn't fuck with Donald Pleasance's fucking legacy. Like it's too good. Like it's just leave it alone. Like they kind of fucked with it a little bit in Halloween 2018, which I was fine with because all it was a guy that sounded like Donald Pleasance. But now you're actually casting a dude.
Well, I think if they did it wrong, then yeah. Like and you're watching it, and like again, the same thing that we had with 2018. They're all such fans of Halloween and Michael Myers that like they're really that stuff really matters to them, and maybe that's why they stepped off of doing it in the first one. But I think I get what you're saying, but at the same time, if you look at what Donald Pleasance was saying, Donald Pleasance was like, I'd be in fucking, I don't remember what the number was. He'd like, I'd be in 26 Halloween movies.
Yeah, he'd be like 100.
To me, and I don't know. Obviously, I don't fucking know. But to me, if I had to guess, I would think that Donald Pleasance would be like, I would love for that character to continue on. I would love for someone to take that mantle and continue it. So to me, Donald Pleasance would probably be stoked as fuck that they did it.
I think Donald Pleasance, though, I love this about Donald Pleasance. I feel like Donald Pleasance was so like selfish about that character. He didn't want anybody else fucking doing it. That's my goddamn character. No, I'll be in Halloween 2018.
It's too bad. It's too bad we never got to see his opinion on Malcolm.
Dude, and I swear I would love, Halloween 6. If he, unfortunately, Donald Pleasance passed during the filming of Halloween 6. If he had been alive, it really makes you wonder how H2O would have been, like what they would have done. The fact that the great Donald Pleasance was still around and they could add Donald Pleasance in the film as Dr. Loomis. Would he go warn Laurie? That would have made like the dynamic. It would have made the movie so much more like, I don't know, better in my opinion. It made it grounded. It made it something fucking special. And then in Resurrection, maybe the clear reason of Donald Pleasance fucking screaming across the fucking aisle, like, "Are you fucking stupid? You put Busta Rhymes in here? You stupid shit!" Like maybe it never would have happened.
Oh, dude, look at that right there in the chat right there. Christopher Nelson himself said, "Don't let him get to you, Jay." Talking about that cunt that was talking about your hair.
Oh, no, it's all good. No, you know what? I did that. It literally was just a joke. I don't care.
Ricardo Diaz says, "You guys should settle this in the Kumite." Listen,
I would fight him, but he would be registered as a female, and I don't hit girls.
The way I take that, dude, is honest to God, like the people who actually go to YouTube and say mean shit about people, like I just feel bad for them. I just feel terrible for them. You gotta be so angry that you're sitting in your mom's basement, fucking sitting there like, look at these guys having fun. Yeah. I fucking hate people who have
fingers
fun.
Are all sticky from the Nutter Butters that you've eaten. And it's still like, you're fucking wondering about how you're going to get a job and you hate your dad and your mom fucking sucks. And I was like, I'll get a better job. Fuck those assholes. But no, honestly, I'm not a fan. Like, guys, it was like literally a joke. Like Mike and I used to play Halo and shit back in the day. It was just like, if you want to trash talk, I'll trash talk back. I can do that all fucking day. We got our bones back in 2007 when Halo 3 came out.
That's my thing. If you're going to attack anybody's fucking physical appearance, send a fucking pic first. Send in a pic first and give the other person the fair thing. It's like Eminem. It's like Eminem versus fucking, what was that guy? Machine Gun Kelly. Like, Eminem destroyed Machine Gun Kelly without knowing anything about him.
Oh, I know.
Because nobody knows anything about Machine Gun Kelly.
I'm 45 and I'm still outselling you.
Machine Gun Kelly had 20 plus years of Eminem's life and his wife and the shit that he rapped about to pick from and go after, and he still fucking lost. Because Eminem didn't know shit about Machine Gun Kelly. He had one song go off of it, and he still fucking destroyed him. So
no, guys,
it's the easiest fucking thing. It's low hanging fruit, man. Attack somebody because the way they look on the internet.
I know,
you gotta fucking
dude. Justice. I get it. No, I get it. I don't go and like he was joking. Guys, it was a joke. Like the whole thing, it was a back and forth. It's all good.
Still an asshole thing to
Anyway,
do.
yeah, it's all good. Anyway,
Mercurio 80
also,
says Jay wins by fatality.
Your soul is mine. But no, yeah, like I didn't want the whole thing to be like, guys, the Halloween Kills Me. That's fucking awesome though. Like that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's what I want to talk about.
Steven, we appreciate it, man. I don't want to let out any more spoilers possibly than we have to. The only reason we covered this spoiler is because it was picked up by major news networks and everybody's talking about it, and we wanted to give our opinion on how it fucking sucks. And it's a beg for clicks that people did that and it sucks. But I really don't want to, and I don't blame you for putting that in there, man. We appreciate it. I just don't want to add any more spoilers in there. Ricardo Diaz says Loomis should be animated like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I'm gonna take that you said that in all caps as a
that
joke.
fucking toxic juice. You got to dunk him in that toxic juice like those shoes? No way, Jose.
Erica Nation, what's up, Erica? Says OJ, last year I was supposed to send you a Ghostbuster sweater for I can't fucking talk. Ghostbuster sweater for Christmas, but wasn't able to send it. Would you still like it?
Yeah, I'll take it. I love you. I've always loved you.
I love sweaters.
Now we're doing that.
I love
we're doing that fucking. Yeah, yeah, it's all good. Thank you.
She said, "Don't worry about that, Jay. You're so adorable."
I feel like Dad yelled at Mom at the dinner table. Like we were trying to talk about something fun, and like guys, like it was all it's a joke, guys. I'm not fucking mad. Like I don't give a shit. I'll make fun of myself before anybody else does, so it's all good. It was just a joke. Like Halloween Kills and the news that came out, all this stuff is exciting, and we're really happy to share that, guys, with you. And yeah, Mike said that the Loomis thing. I want to say on the end of that was the fact that, yeah, it's shitty that we have to tell you that but Mike said it true. It's already on. It's everywhere. Like you guys are already going to get spoiled. So might as well talk about it while we're here.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, we really would have never fucking,
I would never have spoiled it. Like if that shit was like low key, like no one knew about it, I'd never come out and be like, fucking Han Solo dies, bitch, by Kylo Ren. Bitch. Like I would never have given away like that kind of juicy ass detail.
We almost got in a fight at a bar once because someone did that to our friend.
Oh dude. Yeah, Blake. Unfortunately Blake passed away and Blake was in a couple of our videos, but yeah, dude. We were up there doing karaoke and I remember him getting mad. We were on karaoke stage and he was calling out that guy on the microphone and he was like, hey, I'm just saying this song is for anybody that's not an asshole that ruins Star Wars for people. Anyway, here's Travis Tritt. And I was like, and that guy was like looking at him. He's like, fuck that guy. I was like, dude, you're only saying that because you know that someone else is going to fight for you. And I don't fight. I don't have a black belt in karate.
Yeah, no, I remember that though, because some dude we go to this one place to do karaoke and like this guy was you could just see the doucheness in his body language. He was like, Han Solo dies in Force Awakens or whatever. And Blake was like, do you have to spoil it for me, dick? The movie just came out yesterday. And then they were talking all this shit and being jerks about it or whatever. And then like, it was just this horrible fucking thing. But it was still funny nonetheless. Like it takes an asshole to spoil things for people. And I don't know. It sucks, man. Let people enjoy the movie if they want to. It's not worth the fucking. We're all doing this because we love movies. Why do you want to ruin it for people? I don't know. Shit. Maybe I'm getting too butthurt about it. Kevin Williams says, hey guys, what size do you guys wear? I got some goodies coming your way, but I want to be sure they'll fit. I, sir, am a large, and I'm working my way into an extra large. So if you want to make a future purchase.
That goddamn COVID injected me with large.
And Jay is a medium. Still looking thin, still looking smooth.
But I'm working my way in. I'm touching the tips. I'm like this looking, yeah. It feels good.
I've been to the top of the mountain and it is good. Cajun Horror Talk, thanks man, says they're probably going to cast Finn Wolfhard as Loomis. They put him in everything else.
What's he? Finn Wolfhard?
It's the kid from Stranger Things.
Oh God,
He was in like the turd and shit like that.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Just,
oh my God, I would hate the movie automatically just because of the asshole.
You want to take a quick pee-pee break and then just hang out with the chat for a few?
Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good. I'll go pee in the toilet.
All right, I'm gonna go first.
No, you went first last time.
All right, fine, go. But that means that you've had a lesser time between pee-pees.
What?
Than I have. Just go.
I gotta go. Too. I'll be in there for a while. I got the new magazine of Mechanics Weekly. I'll be back.
Oh, yeah. I hope that dude who made fun of Jay's hairline knows that his mom's gonna be sending Jay a check for Rogaine, as a response for all the good sex he gives her in the mail once a month, like a birthday check. Oh, what's up, Andrew? Good to see you back, man. Yeah, I didn't see The Turning. I heard the ending was terrible, so I didn't watch it. Someone said Skeet Ulrich as Loomis. That'd be funny. I didn't kill anybody, Chef. Oh, yeah, Brandon Villa Buck would be a nice idea, but it would smell weird in here, Loomis should be played by Adam Sandler. Tomo said, I'm the Kentucky Chris Pratt. I'll take it. I'll take that in a heartbeat. Maybe fat like, Parks and Rec Chris Pratt for sure, but I'll take it nonetheless. Guys, quarantine gets the best of us. You're in your house all day. You got nothing to do. You're eating B-dubs twice a week. You're probably drinking too much. Your pets' heads are falling off. What are you going to do? It's life. Sometimes you just get chubby and you just be happy. Doesn't matter. Have some more potato salad. Have a little bit more loaded potato salad. Eat the hamburger your kid dropped on the floor 7 hours ago. These are both things I did yesterday. That's literally the truth. Those are true statements. They happened. I'm not ashamed at all. JT Custom says, do you think the air cut will happen? I hope it does. I want filmmakers to see their versions of movies, what they wanted to see. And apparently it wouldn't be hard. All they would have to do is use the footage they already fucking shot. It's not like the other thing where they had to go back and redo it. I think the problem there, it's not with Ayer. He made a fucking movie and they chopped it to shit. I think the problem is that Warner Brothers was just being too goddamn handsy for a while. And they hire visionary filmmakers to do things and they don't let them do it because they want to chase Marvel. So yeah, I'm all for the extended cuts. It's not the filmmakers' fault that they didn't get the movie they wanted to see. It was the studio and what they did. So let's see the natural cut of it. And you know what? The studios make money off that too, so everybody fucking wins. Intel Wild says, when will you guys be doing shows side by side again? Intel, we just did a huge unboxing the other day, and there was actually 2 more videos that we filmed that night as well that you won't see for a little bit for reasons because they had promotions and stuff in them. They got to go out on certain dates, but you'll see those. But we're getting together again Wednesday night. We're going to be filming a script review for the defunct Ash versus Jason versus Freddy script. Among other things, we're going to do some Loomis and Myers messages for our patrons. And what we're going to do from now on is we're going to mix in the live videos like these. Friday night franchise fights every Friday. And then we're going to mix in these live videos with us getting together and making actual videos because we love doing both. So we're going to try to, do the best of both worlds, man. Just doing what we can in the world. Marco V. Villatero says, hey, Mike and Jay, he went hard on that dude like Michael went hard on Dr. Terrence in Halloween 6. It must be nice living in denial. I should try it sometime.
You should. All you had to do was play monkey keeper in the zoo. You both disgust me.
All right, I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. Hey guys, did you guys hear about that weird? Okay, I don't know how many of you guys remember Looney Tunes back in the day, but apparently they're mad that Elmer Fudd had a gun and they're taking the gun out and they're gonna put Elmer Fudd with a scythe, that's somehow better. That motherfucker is going to behead Bugs Bunny and that's somehow better than shooting it. I don't know. It's fucking weird. I mean, I'm still going to keep my HBO Max subscription. By the way, HBO Max is fucking the bomb. I love that shit. That shit is fucking badass. No, Nick, I didn't drop a deuce. I thought about it when I was in there. I was peeing. I was like, you know what? I could probably go ahead and do some, but it's like, nah, I'm good. Hello. Hi. There was something else I was going to talk to you guys about, too. That was some major stuff. Not like super duper news. The Looney Tunes thing, I did hear about that. Elmer Fudd is no longer going to have a gun, just so you guys know. He's no longer going to have a gun. They're going to replace the gun with a scythe, but they're going to keep dynamite and all the other bullshit in there. It's fucking stupid, but okay. What the fuck else was there? There was something else, though. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Drew Clayton says, I'm on a full HBO Max binge. It is fucking great. It's sexual. It's good. I got to watch... and then I was like, why did I do that? But I watched Suicide Squad again because I was on a DC kick. Because I want the Snyder Cut juice, Johnny. But I know Tropical Island. I know he did. It's all good. It's all good. We're not mad. He's all good. Johnny Davis says, where is Buster? He's outside currently barking and annoying neighbors. Um, Oprah Winfrey as Loomis. Yes, that would be great. That would be wonderful. And we could have Tom Cruise come in there and stop and jump on the couch and claim about Scientology is the greatest and Katie Holmes is awesome and that Michael needs to be adopted by them. It'd be wonderful. Jarvis says, I love the Looney Tunes show that came out in 2012. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Bradley, I can't say your last name, man. I'm sorry. Jay, would you want to see the Resident Evil TV series that was rumored a while back? Yes, I would. Actually, what I would rather see, honestly, if I had the choice, I would rather see Resident Evil be made in the way that it should have been made when they had George Romero helming the project. And it was going to be the stars, Chris Redfield. It was going to have Jill Valentine, Brad Vickers. It was going to have all the Forrest Spear. All those dudes. I wanted to see that whole fucking thing play out, and unfortunately, that never happened. I would love to see that happen, but the TV series would be fine. Puff Daddy as Loomis. Ricardo Diaz says Puff Daddy as Loomis. So if Michael dies, he'll be like, "I'll be missing you." Blair Heartless says, just got into What We Do in the Shadows. Fucking or freaking hilarious. Yeah, dude, it actually really is good. Mission. No, waste the juice. Don't waste the juice. Jordan Cruz, Jay, those chairs looking good back there. Thanks, man. Those chairs are actually growing to be more comfortable, but at the same time, when I first got them, it was very, like, I felt like I was at a tea party in the 1800s because it was very uncomfortable. It was like very stiff. And then, like, because you guys can't see what it says S Racer, like that's the name right there. And I told Mike, I was like, that's like, people are gonna see that like, oh, you got a motherfucking car bed, you got a car bed with that shit. But I mean, they're growing to be very comfortable. Aiden Clary says, Jay, do you think that Dr. Loomis should be played by Steve Buscemi or Danny DeVito? Out of those two, I would go with Buscemi. I just got done watching Boardwalk Empire. I think that he could probably pull it off. Danny DeVito is a great actor. I love Danny DeVito, but I think Steve Buscemi could actually do that character justice. If I had to, a gun to my head, which one would you pick? Buscemi would be the guy for sure. JT Custom, Space Jam 2. Yeah, I heard, isn't LeBron coming back claiming that he's better than Kobe and shit? Like, I don't know. Like, I know that it's happening, though. Isn't he the guy? Noah Jones says, hey, Jay, how about Scream versus Psycho for a franchise fight? That'd be a good one. Actually, a really good one, actually, because they only made 4 Psychos, right? I mean, not including the remake, and then they made 4 Screams. Yeah, that'd be a pretty good one. I could be down with that. Mario Lopez as Loomis, Patrick Hartnett. I mean, come on. I mean, we all know that Zach Morris is the bomb diggity bomb, and you have fucking Mario Lopez. Slater? Are you serious, Slater? No, I mean, he's all right. I like him. Ever seen the Scarecrow from the 90s? No, I've never seen that. Ever. I don't know what that is. It sounds like a fucking Goosebumps novel. I think it was a Goosebumps.
7 this morning, I activated myself.
Oh, good for you, Roger Dorn. I haven't got any super chats, so
okay.
Because I'm not sure where we are, so I didn't want to go back and do any of them.
Oh, you're good. I can go through them right now, man. This is the time where we just hang out with the chat and shoot the dick. Let's see. So, shoot the dick reminds me of Super Troopers, where he shoots him with the cup, and he's like,
"Good enough to fuck your mother."
Alstar Ray says, "Who would you cast as Loomis if you had to?" My take would be, if you're doing it for a flashback, and you're not going to have him in a future series, like what they're playing with Halloween Returns was at the end of the script, they had Gary Oldman show up as Loomis in the hospital room. I think if you're going to do it for future performances or whatever, then you might want to think differently about it. But if you're going to do a flashback and it's just going to be a quick cameo thing, I think you want to go an unknown actor for sure, in my opinion. But
yeah, I would cast Sigourney Weaver.
She could probably do it.
No, I don't know. I don't know. That's a great question. I think we've done. I don't know if we've ever done a dream casting for Dr. Loomis.
We did.
That'd be fun.
We did. We had Viggo Mortensen.
Okay, I forgot
and all
about
those people in there.
You know what? Honestly, right now, oh god, dude, yeah, for fucking show. And he would never do it because he's older now, and he would. Sean Connery. I would have Sean Connery as my. by
my
Dr.
God,
Loomis.
yes.
Dude,
That'd be amazing.
that's what you need. Bring the thunder and make it happen underneath your feet. Quake the skies. Dude, imagine if Sean Connery was cast as Dr. Loomis in a
Jack
Halloween
Nicholson.
movie. Or well, Nicholson's his hair's too crazy. It just wouldn't work. But if you had Sean Connery, who's been basically retired from acting, and he came back to do a legendary role as Dr. Oh my fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God. Take
Not
my
dead,
money now.
just very much retired.
Oh, dude. Imagine him doing it.
Erica
Connery,
Nation says, Jay, don't worry about that guy. You're so adorable. I'd fuck him.
You're
Maybe
adorable.
I have.
I love all of you all. It doesn't matter. even the haters. I was just like, I want to say thank you. It's like, you'll never have to. It's okay. I promise, guys, my feelings aren't hurt. Like, you have to have thick skin. Like, it's all good. I promise.
Oh yeah,
you.
if I could tell you the amount of times I've been called fat on this channel over the years.
It literally is nothing now. It's like, who? What? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's part of the deal. Part of the deal. Marco V. Villatoro says, hey, Mike, let Jay know that he went hard on that dude like Michael went hard on Dr. Terrence. And I read that. My bad. It's still a good comment, though, so it's worth being read twice.
Now I feel bad, but I say, like, damn, what'd you do? It's like, I didn't kill him. He doesn't have a fucking, like, printout of his body somewhere.
You're not a rapper. Intel Wild, do you think kills will be overall better than ends? Oh, that's a really good question, man. That's interesting.
You know what? I always feel here's the thing. Empire Strikes Back is probably the best Star Wars movie of all time. Probably. It's not my favorite, but if you look at it, like, it's probably the best. It's the middle movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and this one's gonna be meatier, scarier, more intimidating. You know, like Chris Nelson has said, and other people. It's up there. Like, they really ramp up things. Halloween Ends is where you come down on the hill. You know, like, you go to the climax and it's a good time, and now you got to pull your dick out and, like, smoke a cigarette. But not that Halloween Ends wouldn't be good, but I feel like Halloween Kills might be, like, the most exciting, most fucking crazy version of Halloween trilogy that we like. The Dark Knight, for example, right?
Yeah.
The Christopher Nolan series.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight is incredible. Is it better than The Dark Knight Rises? Yes, for obvious reasons. There's a lot more things going on, but The Dark Knight Rises is an incredible movie.
Right.
And it ends the series perfectly. So
I'm with you fully, man. I think Halloween Kills is going to be the best of the three. Based on what I've heard about it, based on how gnarly it's supposed to be, based on how balls to the wall it's supposed to be, and not just gory, but also emotional, as I've heard.
Right.
I think Kills is going to be the best. I think Ends, if Kills is as good as I think it's going to be, Ends is going to be, it's going to be daunted with hype. And
I'm going to cry if Michael dies.
And also, you got to end it. Like, you got to end it there. So people are they're not gonna. There's gonna be a faction of people who, no matter what they do, they don't like the way they ended it. So I think Kills is going to be looked at as the overall best of the thing, and I don't think it'll be looked at overall as good as Ends. That's not to say I don't have faith in them for the Ends. That's just, if I had to bet, that's where I would go with. Great question though. Courtney Reed says,
Me too. That's amazing.
Mike, please do Dr. Chalice about the Ozarks.
Seen that? Have you seen it?
No, I don't think he's talking about the show. I think he's talking about the people who got drunk in the middle of COVID and partied like 5 inches from each other in the lake. That's what I'm going to go with, because I don't know the show that well. But all right, you gotta.
You look like you're jacking your hair off. It's okay, Chaya.
I don't know what happened, but I was in this lake, and there were several ladies around me, and they had bikinis on, and I was in the water, but I still had my doctor's outfit on, because a doctor, you can get paged any time, and I told Linda I'd call her on Monday. That gave me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to party. And I stopped at the Ozarks local bar, and I had a Boilermaker. And on my way out, I just saw some lovely ladies, and I said, "Darling, could I follow you to the pool?"
Rapist.
And I said, "If they got a hot tub and peanuts and hot dogs, I'll be there." So I went there. I had a good time, and I took a nap. I took a nap in the middle of the afternoon, and it was a good nap. And then we swam in the pool together with some lovely young ladies. And someone said, "Hey, do you want to get in here and take a shot off my belly?" And I said, "That's a stupid question, Miss Grumpage."
Tequila.
So that's what happened. And you know, if I get to go, I'm a doctor. So that's what you're gonna do.
Like
All
a
right.
boss.
Like a boss.
Like a boss.
Suck my own dick. Ate some
Shit
chicken
on Linda's
strips.
desk. Like a boss.
Let's see. Mercurio80 says Tommy Wiseau for Loomis. Oh, hello, Michael.
That'd be funny as fuck. I would love that.
I did not kill her. I did not.
You put your Michael, you put your knife in her? Why'd you do that?
A road bulletin wouldn't stop a 5-year-old, Michael. It would not. Dan Heron says, will you guys do more Halloween comic reviews soon? And do you think you will review Friday the 13th and new Nightmare on Elm Street comics as well? Love you guys. Thanks, Dan. We love you too. Absolutely.
Yes,
We're going to finish the Halloween comic series. And then in the future, I don't see why we wouldn't do the other ones as well. So
they're
thank
fun.
you, man.
They're cool
for
stuff.
sure.
Yeah.
That was a fun one to do. A lot of editing involved, but it's really good. It's a fun thing to do. A Shadow says, please read Dirty D's super chat. Did I not see?
Oh, I did.
Dirty D
Do you have
super
one?
chat. Let's see.
Dirty Diana. Oh.
And shout out to Michael Stapp, by the way, too. I know he didn't have a question, but he did do a super chat that we missed in the last one. And we love you, Michael.
Oh,
You're fucking
Michael's
awesome,
great,
man. I know it wasn't a question as well, but I just wanted to say, hey, what's up, man? You're fucking rad. Let's see. Where we did. I did
That motherfucker. Look at Buster, dude. He's like judging the fuck out of me.
I can't see him. I saw him on screen for a second.
Oh no, that motherfucker's judging his shit. He's like a gargoyle hanging over Gotham City, looking down at the terrible people that walk the streets.
Here's Dirty D's super chat. I was gonna go back and get through them, but thank you for that. That was sweet of you to do. It says, Dr. Loomis, this broken collarbone is hurting like hell still. Could you give me words of a comfort, please? From a man who's broken his collarbone. I broke your collarbone myself. As legend would have it.
You kicked me off the bed when I said fucking time out, bitch. You violated UFC law.
Out of context, that sounds really sexual, but we were wrestling as kids.
I was in the middle of like doing it, and then he kicked me out.
Man, your collarbone is broke, but your spirit is not. It sucks a lot. Fuck a rock. That's a poem I wrote. It's not very good. I know it doesn't really fill you with confidence, but let me tell you something. It's gonna get better. Collarbones heal with time, much like hurt feelings, or I don't like normal stuff. Like if you have like a bad day at work, it's gonna get better. All right. What you gotta do is don't move too much. Lay on your back, right? Look like a mummy from the Egyptian times, with your hands up. Put your brace on and watch Jumanji on repeat. And then you get up, and then you go to the bathroom and you take a shower. Eventually it will heal and you'll be twice as strong. You will walk out like your goddamn He-Man. Or in your case, She-Ra, because you are female. That is what I say. And I wish that Michael would break both his collarbones and the bones would impale his goddamn jugular and he would bleed out in front of me. That'd be the greatest gift of all time. Christmas, don't need it. If that happens in front of me, love it. So you're going to get better. Dirty Diana. Oh.
Mr. J said, no isn't the just.
I saw that one. No isn't the just.
Stephen Carras says, bro, any new news on Freddy or Scream? You know what? There's no new news on Freddy, which is weird. Kind of scary.
No.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. Scream, there's no new news, but someone did bring up an interesting idea that I think we might make a video about soon, that what if the killer in the new Scream movie was the third killer in the original Scream all along? Because if you look at the way some of the kills happen, it makes it impossible for Stu and Billy Loomis to have been doing it. And what if there was a third killer all along? And it would be really cool in the vein of Halloween Kills and flashbacks if the killer in Scream 5 happened to help them in Scream 1 and get away with it at the last second when Stu and Billy did their whole thing. That'd be really interesting. So, but no new news, man. None. We follow it daily, and there's just
that's one of those things. Like, I mean, with Freddy Krueger, it's so up in the air right now with Nightmare on Elm Street because you also had that weird thing that kind of blowback with Robert Englund. Like he wanted to come back, but he didn't want to come back, and there was all that shit going on with him. And then I don't know, like it's not terrible news that is not in the news, but I feel like there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that we're just not privy to, which is a good thing. I mean, I think they're definitely talking about it. I think the Wes Craven estate is definitely considering ideas. And, honestly, was it Joseph Gordon-Levitt or Elijah Wood? Elijah Wood. Honestly, I would throw in, I swear to God, Elijah Wood or Joseph Gordon-Levitt as a Freddy Krueger.
Well, he wasn't going to act in the movie. His production company was wanting to make.
No, I know that, but I would actually throw him in.
I could never imagine in a million years Elijah Wood. Maybe Joseph Gordon-Levitt with the makeup.
They're both creepy as fuck looking. Have you seen them?
Yeah, but he's too tiny.
They walk around. They're like, "You want to buy this lottery ticket?" Like they just look weird.
Jackie Earle Haley's short too, so I get what you're saying. But Kevin Hall, thanks man a lot. Says Kevin Nash, Scott Hall. We're watching with my two sons. Love your fucking faces.
Love your fucking face.
Woo!
Wolfpack for life. Bam, ba, dum, bam, bam.
Fun story.
Hey, were you guys a Wolfpack fan, or you were like black and white NWO fan?
Listen,
like that's the thing.
Fun story. 6th grade band trip. I was in the band, and it was a distinguished band, but I only did it as a goof, and then I got stuck in the band, and I would literally sit in band class and like break my reed on purpose so I didn't have to play. I was a saxophone, 3rd chair out of 3.
I had a trombone.
I would just sit there and make fucking horse noises all day, so she hated me. So we would go do these big tournaments, and she'd be like, Mike, just don't play. Just pretend you're playing. And I'd be like, you got it, bitch. And then, like, because I hated her. She was fucking evil. Yeah. But band trip, we went to Gatlinburg, 6th grade. We went to Dolly Parton's big show. It was like Dolly Parton's Stampede or whatever the fuck it was.
How big were her titties?
I didn't see her. But they had
spotlights.
You know, like medieval times, like in the cable guy was like, we must fight to the death. They had that, but it was for horses. But they served the crowd mini fucking chickens, but they were whole size chickens. And
the way you're saying it, like they were live.
No, yeah, but
you had to kill that motherfucker and then bake it.
No, they were tiny. They were tiny rotisserie chickens. But I remember sitting there and eating it and thinking, this looks so much like a bird, and it's so like juicy. Like I barely finished half of it.
Yeah.
2 o'clock
It's
a.m.
so juicy, bro.
It's so juicy,
It's so juicy.
2 o'clock a.m. in the hotel room. I woke up, and my favorite shirt that I had. I wore it all the fucking time. I had it on top of my fucking suitcase. Was my white glow-in-the-dark NWO shirt, the white and black one, right?
Oh yeah, white. Yeah, that's the best one.
In the bed next to me, on top of the suitcase. I woke up at 2 a.m. and immediately woke up and I was like, ah! And like puking all over the place. I got food poisoning from Dolly Parton's magical event, and I puked.
Those titty silicones lied.
Shoot, when I leaned over the bed, I puked, and I puked right into my own fucking suitcase. And I puked all over my fucking NWO shirt. And it was a fucking horrible time. I had to ride back with a parent because the bus was making me sick. I was sick for like 2 days. They took a class picture, and all you can see is my leg in the picture because I was in the woods fucking throwing up. It was horrible.
You sound like what they were trying to record in Blair Witch Project. You're that one guy in the woods that was like out there with a half-beaten saxophone, like broken, and you're like vomiting on an NWO shirt. Like we're close to the Blair Witch's house.
It was disgusting.
Like, obviously, look at that little boy over there vomiting.
Dude, it was the worst food poisoning I ever had. And like the worst part about that, I got back and my mom met me at the bus at the back, and I was like, I ruined my NWO shirt. That was the worst fucking part of the whole thing.
The weirdest thing was I never owned the any NWO gear, even though I always thought it was cool. Like I thought that shit was fucking awesome. But it was so back then when you were watching the WCW and the NWO stuff, I felt loyalty to WCW because Sting was showing up as a motherfucking Crow. I was like, that shit's badass. Brandon Lee lives, bitch, and he's back, and he's got a baseball bat ready to take you down, you betraying bitch Hogan. And it was hard for me to get on board with the NWO, but the NWO kind of became good guys. But the classic black and white is like the best fucking. It's the coolest thing ever. Like the red and black is not bad when they had the Wolfpack thing, but yeah, I'd be pissed too if I got an NWO because that shit was expensive. Like back then, it was like $25, I think.
Yeah, dude, they were. It was like $18.99 at JCPenney.
So it's like okay, so it's like $18.99, but it had to be like $25 now or $30.
Yeah,
because you had to send that. You had to see the fucking number you had to call. Because it would flash up on the screen, be like, "Oh shit, I gotta write that down," and then ask my mom to buy it for me.
Yeah, that's true, dude. It was hard to get. Vinny C, what's up, Vinny? Counter Extraordinaire says, what is Michael Myers' favorite Poison song? Every chord has its thorn.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Now listen.
Don't need nothing but Laurie's death. How can I achieve this? Don't need nothing but Laurie's death. Bitch got out of control.
Now runes. Andrew Contreras says, do y'all have any real haunted house places in your town? The town we grew up in has a place called Ghost Bridge.
I remember that, yeah.
Where
I went there. Yeah, we went there and got drunk before in high school, and I never saw shit.
I saw fights
I never saw
there.
shit.
Dude, we used to drive there all the time and get drunk, and like, but it's a bridge that it's in someone's driveway, but it's a bridge that goes over a thing, and apparently someone used to hang people down there and let the trains. Yeah, the train would come through and hit them. We never saw anything there. It was just a bunch of graffiti and a place to go get drunk.
I think one time I thought I saw a lady in white walking, but I was like, no, I'm just drunk. I was like, that's not a lady in white.
I did see an orb there one time, dude. When we were driving through, because it's like a narrow fucking redneck area. And there's trees everywhere, and it's a one-lane road. I saw a huge fucking orb. I don't know what that means. I'm not fucking...
I saw a huge dick. It came out of nowhere.
Huge dick. She gonna learn today about these ghosts.
It just came out of nowhere.
Thanks, it's a while. All right, let's see. Daniel Combs, sorry to bounce out early. I have to hit the studio. Good for you, man. Can't wait to send this record to you guys. Love your fucking faces. Cheers. We love you, Daniel. Thank you so much, brother.
Thanks, man.
You bang the shit out of that thing. You bang, bang, bang the drum.
And by the way, I'm going to let you know, this album that you're recording or whatever you're doing in the studio, it's got to have more cowbell. Give it more cowbell.
Ding, ding. Turkey's done. Michael Blake, thanks, man. Says, just saying if Halloween Kills releases straight to VOD, which it fucking won't, you whore. If it releases straight to VOD, what are the chances you guys do a stream along watch party? That would be fun. I'd say absolutely.
I would say the only thing that we'd be afraid of is like the goddamn Hammer band coming down like Thor's Mjolnir and slicing our dicks off.
We wouldn't show it though. We would just show us reacting to it. So that's a
guarantee.
Yeah, but
we'd have to turn it down because I want to watch the motherfucking movie.
Yeah, that's true. We'd have to,
you know what I mean?
Like
I gotta turn it down if it's subtitles on. Like, bro, I gotta have 5 minutes.
Yeah. You know
I gotta have my seconds.
That's well said, dude. Because I wouldn't want to do a reaction the first time. I know that would be cool. But I want to be alone with my thoughts and enjoy it the first time. You know, I'm still a fan. Like, we're still fans. Like, I want to sit alone. Even if it goes straight to VOD, I want to turn my TV up and really process it alone the first time. Right. And then, like, literally right after we finish watching it, we could turn it on and watch it again. That'd be fun.
Because, you know you're going to do it.
Yeah.
Like, once it's over, you're like, I got to watch that shit again. Are you serious?
Yeah, and then we can watch it the second time with you guys. So that would be dope.
Bring it all to me.
One bright side of if it does go to VOD, which it fucking won't. Joe Medeiros, and thanks by the way, Michael Blake. Thank you, Joe Medeiros says, what if they did what they did with Tarkin in Rogue One for Loomis?
No, I know what he's talking about. He's talking about Moff Tarkin in Rogue. Okay, the thing about that movie though, they had the budget to work with, and he didn't look that bad. Like, he actually looked like he did in Episode 4 in A New Hope. Not exactly, but he looked passable. And they kind of did the same thing in Rogue One. They did the same thing with Carrie Fisher at the very end of the movie. They CGI'd a young, Carrie Fisher face onto an actress's body. But the thing is, it's fucking Disney. I mean, they have unlimited resources. They have tons of money to do that shit. It was passable. I don't think they're going to do that. I really don't. I don't think if they did have the money to do it and they were going to put Donald Pleasance's face and CGI it onto another actor's body and make it look, really good, I'd be like, that's cool. But at the same time, honestly, in my opinion, I don't think Dr. Loomis is going to have a very significant part in the film. Like, he's going to probably be in it. Like, it's going to be at the very beginning of the movie, and I think that flashback sequence is 5 minutes of the film. 5 to 7 minutes, and then that's it. So they're not going to waste a lot of resources on that particular scene.
Yeah. And again, I'm telling you guys, I really don't think. I think the CGI thing's not going to happen. I think it's bullshit. I think it's grade A bullshit.
Yeah.
I think we're getting an actor. But But I see what you're saying there. I don't understand, but like, look at the money. Look at the money. Look what the studios have to pay for stuff like that. Halloween Kills Blumhouse. It's relatively low budget. Plus, you got that effects team doing the things that they can do on there. You think they honestly can't make somebody look like Dr. Loomis? Of course they can.
And Moff Tarkin looked good. I mean, there were certain like segments or whatever in Rogue One that it didn't look like him. The actor that played Moff Tarkin was great. He was a great actor. There were certain sequences, the way that he moved and shit was like, oh shit, this is like fucking like goddamn Mortal Kombat 3, like the way that he looked. But then sometimes when the camera was on him, it looked fucking good, and I'm like, oh shit, that looks really good. But you knew it was fake. Like you always know it's fake.
Yeah.
So it's hard to hide that. Like
exactly.
The best CG like face I've ever seen in a movie. Like honestly, the best CG face ever. I think, and you guys are probably gonna be shocked here, and you're probably like, oh my god, it's not true. I think that the CG face they used in Terminator Genesis.
So I was gonna say, Arnold,
that
young Arnold,
looked fucking incredible,
but again,
dude.
Look at the fucking budget for that movie. Like it was fucking huge. Yeah, it's not gonna be CGI Loomis. Like it's just not gonna be.
But the fact when that particular scene happened though. And I remember watching the deconstruction of that scene. I was watching on YouTube or something about how they were like, you're never gonna find a guy with the body that Arnold had back in the day, back in 1984 when that movie came out, and they got this guy that was a big dude, but he could not pull off like certain things. But dude, that shit looked fucking incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not going to be in that same level.
It's a good point too, dude. That's a really good point. Like it's even harder for Arnold Schwarzenegger because you have to find somebody with that perfect Mr. Olympia fucking stat body.
And that's what the guy said. And that's exactly what the guy said. He was like, it wasn't the fact that the guy wasn't like in shape and he looked good. Yeah. He looked good when he took his shirt off, but Arnold was like another beast when he won those like his traps, like everything about him looked fucking amazing. Like and it was hard to find a guy with the chest size.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, but they did an incredible job. But again, it's Terminator versus Halloween. Like it's Terminator. Like
Cheyenne said something interesting. She says, I think this next week we'll decide whether or not Halloween Kills is released in the theater or VOD, praying for a theater release. Look, I just read that California is looking at easing their laws on California. Is looking at easing their laws on theaters opening it up to help out Hollywood and stuff like that. I mean, dude, if Tenet releases in July, unless there's a second wave, why in the fuck bitch would Halloween Kills not release 2 months later and 3 months later in October? Like,
you sound like a mad guy that's not getting that sex that night. But what the fucking bitch shit is this all about? I took you out. We went to Olive Garden, and I took you to go see a shitty movie that you picked. What the fuck are you talking about? You're not over your ex. Oh my god.
Ricardo Diaz, thanks man, says they should do a part 3 of Halloween, what Michael was doing while Season of the Witch was going on. There you can introduce Laurie with husband Jimmy and daughter Jamie. That's fascinating, actually.
I would actually be okay with that. No, you know what? I wouldn't.
Nick, I'd rather Scarefest is in October.
Not as a movie. Would you not rather see it as a comic book tie-in?
I mean, no, I'm up for anything. Like, if you can make a movie out of it, fucking make a movie out of it. But it's the thing is that they won't. They're not going to do these random ass fucking. I would love to see it though. Fans would love to see it. The only way that anything like that happens, the only way I think we get a follow up to Halloween Resurrection or like. A natural Halloween 8 or like a H2O that ties into the rest of the franchise or any take your pick. The only way we get those if Halloween Kills comes out and it fucking
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pick me a winner. So take your pick. No.
The only way that happens is if Halloween Kills comes out and it like fucking Avatar, like fucking crazy blows the box office away. And then Halloween Ends comes out and it does even better. And you're talking like fucking ridiculous, stupid amounts at the box office. Then if you have that kind of box office power, you can pick anywhere you can make a movie about fucking Michael Myers farting on a snare drum and it's going to get big hits. But unless that happens, you're never getting any of those fucking movies. The only way you get those is if they do a Netflix series or an animated series, then you might get what you're talking about. But yeah.
Well, if Michael Myers farted on a snare drum, he'd be silent. It'd be an SPD. It'd be a silent but deadly knife in the night. It would be stinky and it would kill you.
Thanks, Ricardo.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know, man. I love it. I did see one. I want to. Okay. Thank you so much. Kevin Bacon's boner. I love it. He's like, I just wanted to pop in. But I just wanted to pop and get a fist bump, guys. Fist bump it up. You're
sir.
Kevin Bacon's boner. You're you're the size of the trimmer's dick that he holds in his pants.
Vincent says, I ain't farting on no snare drum. I love that fucking Airheads fan, man.
You know what? Vincent would be the guy that, I swear to God, he'd be like the actor for Michael and be like, hey, you got to fart on the snare drum. He's like, I ain't fighting on no snare drum. I ain't farting on it.
That reminds me of Airheads.
Work it out.
He's like, we're going to fucking kill you. But it's like, cut off your heads like with my dick. Yeah, with your dick. Wait, what? Yeah. I love that movie, man. All right, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, man. Yeah. That's most importantly, almost 400 people still, even now at 11:13 at night.
It's sexy. I like it.
Yeah,
I mean, you know what they're wanting? They're all wanting us to get into a kiddie pool full of Jello and roll around with each other.
I will.
All of us together, and it doesn't matter if we all fit in there. We're just gonna do it.
For the clicks.
That's what it's gonna be.
It takes for the clicks. Eclipsed, I'm not a fan of the Leprechaun movie franchise because I watched all of them in one day and did videos about them, and it nearly broke me. That's on
Mike
our channel.
came out looking like fucking Nick Nolte.
It was bad, dude.
He looked like Nick Nolte's fucking DUI picture.
I did.
You look like Nick Nolte's DUI.
Samuel V, I agree. Why are comedies dead? You can't say anything these days. And I mean, some things
true,
you shouldn't say,
That's
but
true.
That, to be fair, man, comedies, like, they're impossible to make because it's like any joke you make is going to piss someone off and it sucks. But,
let me say one thing about that real quick. You know, I'm not going to say anything specific about it, but the thing is, you can make a bad, terrible joke that's tasteless, and you can make that joke, and it's fucking terrible, and it's stupid, it's a dumb idea, but it's a joke. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't, and, you know, if you're offended and you're, like, ruined by it, like, goddamn, you need to look at your life, because if that's gonna fucking ruin you from getting up from the bed every morning and going out and experiencing the world because of a fucking joke, holy shit, you got a lot of problems.
There's some good things about today,
Well, I'm just saying, like, I think that comedy is one of those things, like, dude, like, sometimes you can make bad jokes. You can make terrible jokes. They can be just awful. They're fucking stupid, and they don't hit. And if they don't hit, they don't hit. But at the same time, logical people will look at it and be like, it's a fucking joke. It's not meant to be serious.
Well,
it's
that's
a joke.
the thing. There's beautiful things about the way we are as a society today. And that's that, like, we're making a movie. I think a lot of us grew up as kids, and we watched how fucking hateful people were. And we watched how nasty and like racist or whatever people were to each other. And as kids, we all looked at that as innocent children, and we saw whether it be our parents or people around our parents, and we thought that's wrong, and we knew it was wrong, and we didn't understand, and everybody just told us, hey, that's the way it is. That's just the way the world is. But then we grew up, and like, you know, we started to push against that. We're like, no, we need to be better to each other. We need to be, you know, less racist and all this stuff like that towards each other. And I think all that's good. But there's a subculture that takes that too fucking far, and then anything you fucking say, they're like, even if it's just an innocent joke, they turn it around on you and they want to cancel you. They want to do these horrible fucking things, and everybody wants to take things way too far.
Right?
It's like
they go out.
Yeah, like we can joke with each other, like, you know what I'm saying. But I think if you're making a comedy and you're putting millions of dollars into it, you're like, no, dude, any joke you make is going to be too edgy for the world today. And comedy has died in theaters. I feel like
and I think comedy has died a lot in a lot of ways in just stand-up. Like, people are fucking afraid now. Like, they're afraid to say things because they're afraid of what it's going to be on Twitter or Instagram tomorrow. Like, this one motherfucker in the back was so offended, his nipples lactated, and he couldn't like sleep with his wife because he was just so fucking, god damn, I can't believe it. He made fun of a fucking giraffe in Australia. And what about all the giraffe lovers? Like, fuck you, dude. Like, I don't know how the fuck your candy ass walked around with that lollipop shoved so far up your butthole that it tickled your tonsils constantly that you survived to the age that you are. Because that's what I'm saying. Like, look, you can make bad jokes and you can say bad things and you can say things that aren't really funny. You know, it's funny. It's subjective. Comedy is subjective. Horror is subjective. It's not always going to be right on the money. Not always are you going to laugh at the joke, or it's not always going to land. But sometimes it's going to be one of those, you know, it's going to be controversial or whatever. And that's the thing. That's how comedians do. They push the envelope. It's because it's poking fun at society. It's poking fun at where you are right now. And yeah, there are terrible, tasteless jokes. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to disagree with you with that. But they're fucking jokes. They're jokes, bro. Like, it's not that much to get upset about, to go on a Twitter rampage or any bullshit like that to fucking start a cause and fire this motherfucker and put him at the stake and put a goddamn blowtorch up his butthole and then turn it on.
Yeah, and everybody who ever hired with him or worked with him or knew him, you should have stopped it. You should have stopped this joke 7 years ago in the high school cafeteria because you're responsible now. Yeah, it's
By the way,
impossible.
I don't know.
But there's good things about it. Like, there are good things about it. Like, as a society, we're moving to a place where, like, hey, you know what? You shouldn't be mean to people. You shouldn't hurt people's feelings. You shouldn't fucking put hate towards anybody at all. Any race or anything like that. You really shouldn't. But there's a subculture, again, that takes it too far, and they want to disintegrate anybody who ever says anything off color, and that's just not the way the world works, man. Look, that creates another version of people who get so angry that they're told they can't make a simple joke, that they really fucking become that hatred and they become that author. And we're getting way too deep into this right now. But
I don't want to go too far, because we might go so far in. Like, bitch, I can't get myself out of this slime, because that's the thing. Like, I don't want to go too far into it. I'm just gonna say, like, look, like, racy jokes or jokes that are meant to push your buttons or whatever. That's the name of the game. That's what they do. Yeah. They Richard Pryor did it. Fucking Eddie Murphy did it. Nick Swartzen's done it. Motherfucking Chris Rock has done it. Dave Chappelle did it on Netflix. He said, "Fuck you." He's like, "Fuck."
And it's gotten so bad that we're going back into the past now, and we're taking movies and stand-ups from the past and, like, trying to delete them. It's like, guys,
dude, like, all those. Well, Dave Chappelle did that Netflix thing, and he was like, "Dude, fuck you. Have a good goddamn time. Make fun of your fucking self, because you know what? The state that you're in right now, I got the state you're part of. It's called Pussy Soda. You're part of Pussy Soda because you can't take a fucking joke." And that's the point that he was trying to make. Yeah. And people respect Dave Chappelle a lot for what he did, because he's like, he came out and he said, "Fuck you. I'm going to do my special, and fuck you." And again, if you don't like it, don't watch it.
The Dave Chappelle show never would have existed in today's culture. There's so many things that we've grown up loving and laughing at and enjoying that we just would not have had the joy of experiencing had we been so goddamn sensitive about everything. And again, I say this with the caveat that there's some things you shouldn't say, there's some things you shouldn't do, and it's nice that we as a culture, and I think normal people off the internet, it's nice that we as a culture have moved towards, like, let's be nicer to each other. But when you go into the social media networks and you go into Twitter and shit like that, everybody just wants to ruin everybody. It's like, no, it's not good enough that you apologize for making a bad joke. I want you to literally disintegrate into the fucking phoenix and, like, literally, like, tear yourself into tiny particles. I want to watch you burn and die, you son of a bitch, because you made a joke.
Spread your asshole in the middle of the fucking Main Street. Let people fucking hit you with feathers in your anus.
Or telling you need to apologize. And, like, dude, just, like, man, people are, it's like the pendulum is a swing. Like, it's a swing. We used to be really hateful to each other, and now, like, if you say anything hateful at all, it's like, I want to fucking see your family die, you son of a bitch. It's like, wait, I just made an off-color joke. Jesus Christ.
Look, you know what I think is going to happen? I think it's going to happen, dude. I think, like you said, the pendulum swings to a level, and it's all going to come back, because people are getting tired of it. They're getting tired of it. Like, look, we go to comedy shows, we watch comedy movies, we watch this shit for it to be funny. It's supposed to make fun of what's going on in society. Yeah, there are bad jokes, there are good jokes, there are whatever, but you got to fucking throw them out there to see if they're good or not, if they stick on the fucking wall or not. It's not like, you got to try them. So fuck that. If you're going to get mad about that, Jesus Christ, the fact that you walked around after grade school without a fucking, like, a constant limp because of all the, I can't take it. Fuck that shit. Like, good God. Go and fucking be in therapy with Courtney Love, you little fucking pussy boy or girl.
Instead of just saying, I don't like this person's jokes, they offend me, I'm not going to watch them anymore, it's no, I'm going to start a fucking hashtag that so-and-so party is over, so-and-so's canceled, and anybody that's ever worked for them needs to apologize, and their dad needs to apologize, and God needs to apologize for making them. I want God to make a statement right now.
I'm sorry.
Because seriously, he had something to do with that. God had something to do with that. Are you going to tell me God didn't know he was going to make that joke? You're going to tell me God didn't know? Come the fuck on, man.
By the way, this is off subject. I didn't know he was in the chat. I don't know. Apparently Dickens was in the chat.
What up, Andrew?
Yeah, he was in the chat. I don't know where the fuck he was. Bitch, you didn't fuck. I don't know where you were.
I can't see.
By the way, Andrew's played some parts in the sketch with us before. The most famous. Where do you go, my lovely?
What?
He played the alien. He played the alien. Hello,
guys.
Andrew.
Let's get out of here before we get canceled.
Yeah, we're gonna get canceled soon. Let's get out of here, Wayne.
It's all good fun. We love you guys, and we love everybody, man. We're just, people can suck, but that's it. We love you guys. We hope you guys had fun, and let's fucking party again on tomorrow night. If all Patreon members, $1 a month all the way up, we're doing a Patreon.
We got some good films
tonight.
though, man.
Yeah,
good films.
Solomon Kane's gonna get a review. House of Wax is gonna get a review, and Alf the Christmas Special for Sean O'Brien.
Oh shit!
It's gonna get a review tomorrow night for all the Patreons, and then we'll be back. We're gonna shoot together Wednesday night, and we're gonna sign all those autographs and mail them out to everybody in our top tier Patreon. So those are gonna come soon, and you'll get another video from us on Thursday, and then on Friday night we'll have another Friday night franchise fights. And again, guys, all the news we talked about today, it's on WeWatchTheMovie.com. We're trying to do it up with podcasts. We're trying to do it up with a website. We're trying to do it up with the YouTube. We're trying to cover all of our anal bases. So please check all that shit out. We love you all very much. Applied. Links to everything we mentioned below is in the description below. And thank you guys for hanging out today, man. What a great crowd we had today.
It was awesome. We loved it. It was so fun. So fun.
Fucking A, man.
I know we had like news, and we had a gladiatory fight in the middle of the Coliseum for no reason.
We love you guys, man. You guys are fucking rad and cool, and we could talk openly like this with you guys without anybody getting butthurt or pissed off. It's a great time, man. Subway sandwich.
Subway sandwich.
We love you guys. We'll see you guys again very, very soon, my dear.
Tomorrow. Be see you.
Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire.